Why are we paying for the dates in the first place?
Homie's coming back old school.
That I leave and I get, before I even make it home, I get a 3-page paragraph text on how disrespectful it was for me to leave them with the bill. I should be ashamed in the way that I treat. I was like, are you kidding me? And I pretty much read the text and I said, I feel very disrespected. I feel very used. This was supposed to be a date and you completely pivoted and turned this into a social outing that you got a free evening with a friend.
You're gonna grab me, throw me up on the wall, kiss me passionately, fuck me in the parking lot kind of guy.
If that's what you want, I mean.
It's not the value of man that's gone down. Well, it's the value of a male that's gone down.
It's the value a man
but he
brings
said
to the
protection.
table.
He said protection, as if Al-Qaeda came from the door. You
It
understand?
doesn't have to be Al-Qaeda. It's the world.
It's what is asked of a man.
The protection isn't the threat that's coming through.
Correct.
The protection is actually themselves in their heart.
Yep.
That's where the protection is really at. Welcome to Therapy Was Full podcast, where we're unlicensed, unhinged, and unhealed.
And please keep that off the YouTube. Thank you.
Yeah, it's out there. We have no control over this anymore.
This is true.
So I'm your host, Dustin Hayes, with the host,
Terrence Davis, baby.
oh man, I'm with Red, White, Badass Brew, America's boldest coffee company.
I'm with Compass, America's best real estate company.
Ooh.
What?
No.
Just introduce the guest. Just introduce the guest.
We got Chris, we got Trevor, and we're going to be talking about dating in this age.
First off, when you
Is
talk
it
to
for everybody?
Okay, first off, before you introduce the topic, before you do that, when you talk about a Marine, goddamn, you put some respect on that name. This is Trevor motherflippin' Ahing, the founder, owner, and creator of the Marine Corps' baddest financial organization, Marwalk, baby. Give it up to him.
Let me try this again.
Give it up to him.
This is
No.
Trevor. I don't stop at one box of crowns, Ahang. The baddest, the fiercest, the creator of Marwalk. Can we get a hell yeah?
Hell yeah!
Can I get a hell yeah?
Can I get a
And we also have Chris. He's in the Navy.
Yeah,
He
he's
runs,
done some
Yeah.
cool stuff.
He runs
so.
AFD, yeah.
Love it.
Thanks, Chris.
He's Navy.
Appreciate it.
Thanks
I
for
just
everything
could
you
just
do,
sit
Chris.
there and just be an anchor.
Thanks for everything you do, Chris. Go ahead. What's the topic?
Yeah, man, we're gonna be talking about dating in this age. Is it for you? Is it for everybody? And is love really out there?
Well, let's talk, I mean, it's a
Now-
little couple differences. I wouldn't
now
even know
we-
about being single.
What?
You're married.
I'm not.
You may as well be.
Well, maybe. True. Not yet. I'm slow playing this one.
So let's talk about Chris. You brought this up. You said, "Hey, we said so." Whatever you guys know that whenever we have guests come on, we always give them that one shot to say, "Hey, like, what's something that's super important to you right now?" And a lot of times it's philosophical. A lot of times it's really sad. You know, like comedic almost. Sometimes you and I had a great episode.
Yeah, we did.
Trevor, you missed it because you weren't here doing whatever you were doing.
Boo.
But
Buying
you came in and
businesses.
you said, "Yo, man, you know what sucks? Dating in San Diego sucks."
It does.
And as soon as you said it, he went off. Sorry for his girlfriend. I'm kidding. He did not. I'm kidding. You're an angel. Don't.
Does she watch all your episodes?
She doesn't watch any of them. She doesn't support us.
It's like my wife with my content too.
Yeah.
But
Honey
she-
don't give a shit.
Well, I think we do them so often, like it's hard to keep up.
I will
You know, though, that what's funny is now that we're like talking about this topic,
Oh, she's gonna.
it's going to be a full
Oh,
audio
dude,
book
yeah.
in the
Clipped.
group chat. Every one of her friends is going to be like, "Did you hear what he said about you?"
Okay, so I'm gonna tell you, we've been shooting this for over a year. I may or may not be separated from my spouse as we go through our shit. Every episode is not only watched,
What the fuck did
it
you
is
say?
scrutinized. What?
You say you may or may
Well, I'm
not.
not saying we are separate. I'm just saying we're separated. Like we're separated. We're pending divorce.
So what you're
Okay.
saying, you don't
All
have
right.
to ask for permission.
I'm gonna turn my ass back around.
Yeah,
over here.
yeah.
First off, I never
I
asked
was
for
about to
permission.
say you might want to switch
I
seats.
never asked for permission anyway.
No, he
I
didn't.
just do my shit anyway.
Yeah.
But no, every episode scrutinized. Every story will be watched and reviewed, and then I'll get the obligatory like, "Hey, that's not exactly how that happened," and I'm like,
Well, then get on the pod and share your story.
So you know what? So it's funny. I had a buddy of mine. They had a relationship podcast. And they said,
Yeah.
"Hey, you guys have this tumultuous thing. My wife and I, we want to bring you and your wife on to have this convo." And I was like, "Yo, fuck it, let's do it."
Jerry.
Yep, Jerry. Oh, you want to hear Jerry? Here's funny. So when I asked her, "Hey, would you want to do this?" She reached out to a woman that I was talking to and said, "Hey, can you believe he wants to do this? Doesn't this make him look stupid?" Oh, girl. And then she, because now they're best friends, right?
No.
Oh my God, you should totally do it because that would
Cackling.
make him look so stupid.
Yeah, that's catty.
So
Bitches.
you brought this up. Oh, sorry. Because this is an important topic to you.
Well,
Yeah.
So it's
Or
funny.
relevant.
It was funny, yeah. It's actually really relevant, you know. And we've had a lot of these talks, you know. When you get with the boys, it's just one of those things where, you know, I'm 31. I'm at a position in my life where I'm divorced. I've been divorced for 4 years, and I've dated here and there, and I've had 2 really successful relationships that just didn't work out. And then you look at it, it's like, okay, we start healing, you start learning, you go through the therapy when there's seats available. You know, you start you start getting into, you know, you start getting into these conversations, and then, you know, you start prioritizing other things. You start growing a business, you start building, you know, those friendships, you start, you know, working harder, you start having more fun with your own life, you start prioritizing things, and then you come back around and you get back into that dating scene of like this healed man that they all want you to be. And then it's like the standards are all fucked up. Like everything's just like they've got all these super high standards, and you know, time. You know, it's all just like
Go directly into the story, and I want to hear their opinions.
Oh, man.
Yeah.
He's fucking
diving
over
there.
there. He's fucking
so-
hitting the table. And
He was,
like,
he
I
was
need to hear
dribbling.
this.
That was a self-team steal.
yeah.
Give me that
Oh
shit.
my God.
he wants me to tell this story so bad. Yeah, so like,
All right.
and you know, like, I love dating. I think dating's awesome. I think it's an opportunity to go have fun, to go put something together, right? As a man too, like I love looking at like texting a woman, being like, I got this shit figured out. I'm picking you up at this time on this day. Don't even sweat it. Like it's planned. You know what I mean? Like the confidence that comes from that. Like
That's a man.
women,
That's a man,
women
man.
eat that shit up.
Yeah,
right.
they
But
do.
as they should. Like that's how you're supposed to treat a woman. Right? You find a girl you're interested in. You make the moves. You set it up. You take her out. Right? Go do something fun. Dinner's cool once or twice, but like go put something together. So I met a girl. She was awesome, incredible individual. If she ever sees this, you're still amazing. You're just.
We're just gonna talk shit about you.
We're just gonna talk shit about you for a little bit, but
an hour.
and I'll leave you off this. But the like
Can we give her a name? Like, can we just
Yeah.
like give a fictitious name? I feel like you
Patricia.
I feel
We'll go
like
with
you,
Patricia.
Ain't no way fucking
Bro,
way date Patricia.
that's
You
wild.
definitely,
Yeah, come on.
you
crazy
definitely
couple.
date
Yeah,
Sarah's.
Julia.
Her name was Sarah or
Her
Amy.
name's Julia.
Her name was Amy.
Oh,
Oof.
well, I like Sarah better. Sarah's
Sarah.
good.
Sarah.
name.
All right,
Her real
Sarah
name
it is.
is
Actually-
real name is Amy, so I'm just kidding.
I really feel like I was pretty close. Okay, so Sarah.
Sarah, right?
Okay.
Sarah, and you know, met her. We started hanging out. We started texting. A lot of communication. A lot of like, it all felt really good. I was like, this is what dating in your young 30s feels like. Like healthy. Like what's your alignment with things, right? Like conversation. No, nothing fast. Just conversation. Let me get to know you. Alignment. What's your view on this? What's your view on this? You know, you start throwing them out there early because I don't want to waste time. Things look good. We go on a date. Date's great. First date. So nice, right? We have dinner together, walk her home, call it good. Happy days, right? Second date, go to the gym together. Feels great. Plan a third date. Friday before, right? This was a couple Saturdays ago. Friday before, the energy just flipped, complete 180. Mind you, the only thing that happened between the night before and the morning after was I went to sleep.
What?
Nothing. Like not even.
You didn't have sex?
We didn't got to that part yet. We're slow burn. It was.
But you slept in the same bed?
No.
Slow burn.
Oh, okay. All right.
Yeah.
Just the slow burn, right?
Okay.
Wake up the next morning, energy. You know, just you can feel it in the text messages. Just it's like you know when things just don't line up anymore, and then they're like abundantly like they're like completely against you. Yeah, it was like that. And so I was like, all right, what's going on? And then it's just hesitation, lack of communication. And I'm one of those people. I'm a busy individual, right? I don't need to sit there and text you every 3 seconds, but like, you know, when somebody is
Now
withdrawing.
you do
Like-
have to text every 3 seconds.
Well, that's why
So-
we in standards change. Let the man tell stories.
So yeah, we start to withdraw. So I'm like, all right, I'm gonna pick you up, like still confirming the date. Yeah, sure. You know, I start getting the general text. So the day of the date, I start getting the texts of like, I really love the idea of a man like you. And I'm like, that's the most back-ass, backhanded comment I've ever heard in my life. Like, I'm right here. I'm a man like me. Like, what are you talking about? Like,
here.
Like, I love the idea.
Present.
When you say like, oh, I love the idea of you. I love what you bring to the table. Okay, I bring a lot to the fucking table. Like, I set the table. And it's like,
I think I built the table.
I was like, the table, this is my table. I'm bringing you to my table. And then it's like, well, it just slowly gets to it. So then I'm like, all right, I disregard the comments. Like, let's go have a night. We go out and I go pick her up. Everything's great. And she's like, well, where are we going? And I had this whole elaborate date planned. I was like, yo, we're going to go to this. I found this spot on Instagram. Shout out Instagram for hooking up some dope date ideas. Guys, if you're out there and you don't know where to take your woman, do like 3 quick scrolls in the reels, type in date and do 3 more scrolls. And they're going to give you like 7 ideas within a 50-mile radius of like cool shit that women actually kind of want to do.
I chat you
guys. I will not. I do not condone that kind of behavior. And I will give you mine.
We were going to talk about it. Keep going.
So I did that right, and I found this place. It was like a splatter paint place where they give you this big ass canvas. They lock you in a room. They turn the dark lights on. It's all neon. They blast whatever music you want to play, and you paint everything: each other, the canvas, the walls, the ceiling, the floors.
We have sex in there?
You go nuts, right?
Question.
Yeah.
Are we naked?
To be determined. But at the time, no, right? They give you ponchos.
So in your story, no.
So in this story, no. But
with Sarah, no.
It is a
with
public
Patricia.
Fair.
It is a public establishment. So they do this for dates. It's cute, but like
so is parks.
Yes, parks are cute too. But yikes. But you know what I mean? Like
I just
well established, well thought of, well put together. We get halfway through and she's like, we're literally driving there, and she's like, I don't want to do that. And I'm like, all right, fair.
That's
like,
legit.
Thanks for communicating that.
Yeah,
Like, what do you want to do? Like, she's like, can we just go get our toes done or something?
It's a wild 180 though. I'm
That's
not gonna lie.
That's a weird.
That is a
Go
wild.
get our toes
this
done?
chick
Yeah.
just Sarah just wanted
like
a
a
free
pedicure.
Yeah, like
bro.
a pedicure. And I was like, all right, screw it. So I went with her, got her toes done, paid for everything, right? And
Who's the gay one now, bro?
hey,
I was gonna.
Fuck you,
you
bro.
point,
I do a pedicure.
the hill that I will die on, and I'm with you on this. Men, get your fucking toes done.
Get your nasty
they
fucking
are the
curlies
most
out of there.
They are the most. It is the most looked at thing. A girl will judge you by your toes before she judges you by your eyebrows.
I'm all about that. I think on a date night with a girl I'm taking on a third date,
I mean,
I'm not getting
But
my
even
toes
then,
done.
it can be
Especially if you wear dad sandals.
exactly.
Fuck. Okay. All right. I'll tell you right now. Hey, my honey.
Put the dogs up for the camera.
Hey,
to see.
baby boy.
Put 'em up there, yeah.
Dude, that's like I'm 7.
That's feetfinder.com /
Oh,
10 years in. 10
Back-
years in.
back to Marwalk.
My wife
Yeah.
be sucking the fungus off these things, bro.
Oh my
We
God.
happy.
Ooh.
after the show, I'll show you a tan
Okay.
line. That's ridiculous.
So toes is great. Obviously pay for it. No problem. I've already paid for one date. Now I've paid for a second date, right? And then dinner. And I had reservations. You know, we talked about it. We were gonna go do sushi. All great. She invites a friend.
Oh my
Without
God.
telling.
The
Now,
conversation had was, hey, are you okay if? And I went, at this point, I'm already like, it's lost. You know what I mean? Like 0 for 2. I'm like, all right, whatever. You know what I mean? Like quick pivot, so be it. Like,
No.
I'm just like,
No.
I throw, at this
Hear
time,
him out.
it's
Hear
like-
him out.
It's like,
No, but
I'm just
no,
like,
that's a no for me,
I
dog.
mean, maybe because what if,
no.
Oh.
not
No.
like that. No.
Mm.
No, good Christian girl, amazing. Like I said, amazing woman every which way.
We all kind of fall
No,
off
we have our own
sometimes.
thoughts on Sarah right now,
Right.
okay?
But so it was one of those things where it was like, okay, friend shows up, we have dinner. And then naturally, as a man, you're there. What do you do?
I mean, I'm paying.
I would have dropped her
Bill
off and
comes.
gone home.
Bill comes. What do you do?
Split.
No. What? I'm paying.
No,
No.
yeah, and that's what I did. I took it. I covered
No.
it. Right?
Yeah, I told him I would pay, but I would actively address it and be like, "Hey, I didn't expect this, right? Of course I got this, but you know, I don't really
So,
feel as if we're on the same
didn't even
page when it
question
comes
it.
down to this."
No.
Yeah.
Because that's not a date. You're no longer.
Well,
in
we're
a
gonna
date.
we're
gonna break it down. We're gonna break it down. Yeah, yeah.
Break it down. Yeah.
So Bill comes, right? Obviously, chivalry.
Yep.
Date comes and just take care of it, right? Not a big deal. Whatever. It's dinner.
Yeah.
Cool.
It ain't tricking if you got it.
Exactly. And there was visible upsetness from the other parties about the fact that I paid for the bill, and I was like, as a man, like
So you can't win.
it's like you can't win. And at that point, I felt the rift. So then we leave the dinner, right? I'm already like, all right, I'm washed on this. We get to the we found this
Bring my
little
girlfriend
cute
on this
boutique bar.
date.
Yeah, we get to this little cute little bar down the road.
It continues.
Yeah,
Yo,
it
bro,
continues.
it's not over.
It continues. So I'm like, all right, let's go and have a drink, right? I'm not a big drinker, but at this point, I'm like, fuck.
I need a lot of alcohol now.
Pause for 1 second. At this time, please, if you are listening on Spotify or Apple Music or wherever the hell you listen to podcasts only, please stop. Pause this, stop listening at 39 minutes or whatever time it is, and go over to the YouTube, please. You have to watch the faces. The faces, I think sell it.
Yeah.
So please go watch us on YouTube. So
If you like what's about, just comment
I'm like,
Uber.
I'm like, all right. Like, we go to this little bar and we sit down and we're at the bar. So it's like 3 across and it's like a complete like wall, like cold wall between me and then them. And I'm like, all right, I feel this, like it's the energy. I have my drink. They each have 3 drinks. Night ends. Conversation actually turned around, felt kind of good about it. I was like, okay, engaged, third party. We had some good banter back and forth between the group. And I'm like, all right, maybe there's a save here. I don't know. At this point, I'm kind of just like, whatever. And the bill comes. Mind you, I had an old fashioned. It was $11. They've had 3 drinks each. Bill total maybe $75. What would you do?
Pay it.
I ain't paying that one.
No.
I didn't.
I'm paying it.
Yeah, and that's there. Here's the conflict. I didn't. I respectfully got him. Oh, excuse me.
Hey.
I missed a very key important part.
He did this too.
Right before the bill comes, the date looks at me and says, "Hey, don't worry about me. I'm just gonna go catch a ride home with my friend."
You paying that still, bro?
No.
No.
Are you paying that bill?
No.
Terrence, bro, like come
No.
on.
Let me be clear. Okay. Oh,
Why are we paying for the dates in the first place?
Homie's coming back old school.
We're gonna come down to. Keep going. We're gonna eat.
There's so much
I'm gonna eat.
Okay.
So if you're in it, right, and if you're in it,
please just let me get through this podcast without saying something that gets me canceled.
Yeah,
Like,
facts.
this canceled.
Please,
like
Jesus.
let's have a moment.
Yeah, let's have a
moment.
moment. A moment of silence.
You want? That's his job. He'll say.
Yeah. So yeah, right before the bill comes, the person who you've taken on a date now looks at you and says, "Hey, sorry about this, but I'm gonna go home with her. We're gonna go do our thing. You're good. You know what I mean? Like, so what would you do? Like, would you pay for it? Would you not pay for it? Like, realistically,
We'll talk about what you did, and we'll go about what we did. We'll go back.
So I didn't pay for it.
Okay.
And I promptly got up, gave one of them a hug, the one that I was on a date with a hug, and I said, "I'll text you when I get home," and I left. And I did not pay for my drink. I just walked away. I figured at this point it's $11. Like, I'll Venmo you, at the very least.
She
right?
can cover it.
Exactly. I've covered $250, almost $300 on the entire night.
On a can of
Just
canceled
that
date
one night.
that you already paid
just
for.
that one night because I paid for the original date up front because I had to put a reservation in. I then paid for toes, which is $100, and then I paid for dinner, which came out to $150. I'm that's $350 deep right now. $11 different. Like, you know what I mean? Like at that point, it's not even about the money, but it's like I just wasted my time. And then on top of that, I leave and before I even make it home, I get a 3-page paragraph text on how disrespectful it was for me to leave them with the bill and to not even budge as a gentleman over my one drink, and that I should be ashamed in the way that I treat. I was like, are you kidding me? And I pretty much read the text and I said, I feel very disrespected. I feel very used. I feel very like, hey, like this was supposed to be a date and you completely pivoted and turned this into a social outing that you got a free evening with a friend and you brought me along for the ride. And the text I got back was, I don't see alignment. I wish you the best. Haven't spoken since. And it was like, damn, somebody just wanted a free, somebody just wanted to be fed.
Man, she was like, shit. Dry cleaning's next.
Yeah, I know, bro. Yeah,
It's like,
So-
and this leads into our topic of like, what's the standard? Because the superficialness of the dating scene right now, and this is, we're going to dive on this, but these women out here, and I'm not speaking to all women. There's some great women out there, but these women out here want, and they even made a song about it, right? 6'5", blue eyes, hedge fund, perfect this, perfect that, alignment in every which way. And then you present, and then it's a money grab. Like, even as an entrepreneur, as a business owner, as somebody
set aside money for a second.
Yeah.
Just set aside money. It's time.
it's time.
Yeah,
It's
true.
time.
Time is the most valuable thing I have.
You can't get it back.
Nope.
And we're gonna dive really deep into that one day.
I'm ready
Probably for the fucking hour.
I am taking off my pants now, and I'm gonna put my Speedos on because I'm gonna deep dive.
Why would the fuck you do that, bro?
I've been wanting to wear Speedos. I'm trying to lose weight. I want to show it off.
You're looking great.
So,
Thank you.
Still look fat and blue.
I was just
marine blue. Too.
First off, I goddamn good in my next podcast, I'm shooting in my goddamn blues. Y'all be goddamn, that's a sexy motherfucker.
So
I can't fit my shit.
I stopped not paying for dates. I stopped taking them out to dinner, especially for the first date, because one, I don't even know if I like you. We can shoot some fucking test messages. We can have some banter and blah blah blah. And I don't know if you've ever been catfished, but I have.
Oof.
On several times.
How big?
Well, one of them was fucking massive.
She's real big.
Yeah.
She's real big.
Were they ever dudes?
Huh?
Were they ever dudes?
No.
Or were they all chick? Okay.
No. Well, there was one that
you
was
weren't.
a tranny.
Yeah, you weren't sure.
I had not even a fucking clue.
Farisa turned into a Timothy.
Oh no! Well, she told me before we actually went on the date. Yeah.
And you still went on the date? Huh?
No fucking way.
You said-
No way.
That was the best meal of your life.
Yeah.
You paid for that meal, didn't you?
Yeah, I've never stuck.
You ate. You fed her, didn't you?
No,
you lied.
no fucking
You
way.
didn't get up and walk out.
We never went on a date.
Oh, okay, fair.
Because she told me before.
Okay.
Before we actually
Yeah.
met.
Yeah.
It's like, hey, it's got something. Just I was like, how the fuck am I supposed to know?
What a
You
wild
had
thing
none
to
of
drop an hour before reservation.
Oh well, I don't make reservations either.
Oh, good man. All right.
Oh yeah. Well, because listen, in this dating world that I've seen, I've taken many women out to a dinner,
Yeah.
and guess what?
Burned.
They're never really been 100% burned, but man, when I was first
This is
single,
such a good time.
I was going fucking like
We're
3
doing
dates a
two-parter
day.
on this. I can tell.
Damn, you had a breakfast, lunch, and dinner?
I was burning. I was burning through them.
That's called a Rasta.
Rasta.
That's a
roster. Oh yeah.
That's a professional
Okay,
baseball team.
So I would never pay. I would never go and do what you did, even on the third date, because we're still in that thing. There's a 5-date rule.
Okay.
And I go by a 5-date rule. Matter of fact, this guy, I told him about it.
Wait, but what's your
First
first
off,
date?
tell
Hold
him
on.
what the
What's your
five-
first date though?
Tell me
So
what the 5-date
first
rule
date,
is.
first date is always like a coffee or a drink.
Okay.
Hey, let's go out for a beer or whatever to a bar.
Yeah.
And go grab a drink, or we can go out to the beach, go for a walk. I never make it expensive.
Yeah.
Because I never know how
makes
it's
sense.
going to go. One, if I don't like you, do you know how fast I can drink a beer?
Quick.
Pretty damn quick.
Yeah.
You know how fast I can eat a meal though? It's going to take me some time.
Yeah.
Take it to go.
No, because
It's
that
the
makes it even
presence of
more.
it.
It makes it a little bit more weirder.
It's
right?
a
I feel you.
self-conscious
I
thing
feel
to
you.
order that second beer.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
Ooh, that's true.
Exactly. So then always, you know how fast
That's
I can
date
drink
one.
a coffee?
Yeah.
Date 1. Date 2, we do something a little bit more datey, like, well, but I always make it cheap. But I always make it feel like it's not
Fulfilled.
it's not about money. It's about time. It's about being present.
Love that.
So third date is when I'll be like, hey, let's go out to a nice restaurant or an activity that costs some money. That's okay. But I will never start off a date ever again that I would have to go spend any amount of time or money on.
And this was date 3, and I followed that system. First date was a little restaurant, little cute thing. We got drinks.
Man, you dropped 350 bills on that.
That
thing.
was date 3 though.
No, I would not. My date 3 doesn't even come close to that. It's because it's about money, it's about time, but it's still about figuring out if I even like that person.
Yeah.
And it depends on the mindset because you're looking for a relationship, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
And so I wasn't always in that mindset.
I feel you. Yeah.
You know what
There's
I mean?
a framework of what your agenda is going into it. And I will say though, he didn't. 350 came from a canceled date plus toes out of nowhere, and then that. So
Yeah,
there's like
I got
200.
caught in- I got
there's
caught in
like
the bear trap on
250.
that
Yeah, that
You
was
got taken
unaccounted
advantage of.
for.
And you did nothing wrong, man.
No,
Like
I know,
what
I know.
what you did.
Whoa, you are so weird. I was gonna let you roll with it because I was fucking with you, and then then you fucked it all up. No, he did a lot wrong.
Whoa.
He did a lot wrong.
Well, I mean,
Okay, so
wait, hold on.
Are you not calling me
how the
pretty?
fuck-
No, you're pretty. No,
how
you're
the
pretty. No, you're
fuck
pretty.
Did he do a lot wrong?
Okay, there's a lot wrong here. Okay.
I know I should have. There's a lot that I should have just like.
Terrence could have
let
started
it
with,
go
you
from
didn't
the
take
rope.
me. That was a
Yeah,
first
first off,
time.
you didn't. No, first off,
You didn't call back up him when she asked for a phone to friend.
I had a woman once tell me, she's like, hey, I just think it's so lazy. She's like, it doesn't take a lot of, it seems like you don't put a lot of cognitive effort, is the verbiage that she used, into our date if you're asking me what things I would like to do on our first date.
Correct.
And I said, man, that sounds pretty accurate. Can I tell you, can I counter argue the point? She was an attorney.
Oh,
Can I
God.
counter argue the point? She said, yeah. I said, How am I supposed to know? I don't know you. I don't know anything about you. And what you may not understand is this, me asking you what sort of things you like to do and what kind of things you would ideally find as a great first date. That's me trying to learn you and make sure that we don't go rock climbing when you don't like rock climbing.
Or shooting fucking zebras
when you don't like shooting zebras. Or taking you to a steakhouse when you don't eat fucking meat. Again, I don't know you. So when I ask you, hey, what are things you would like to do? What are you comfortable with? That's my way of giving you, I'm still going to plan everything. But that's me giving you the space to say, hey, these are things I like to do. Hey, I don't like to go out to dinner the first day. I want to take a walk on the beach. Great, we're good. That's what we'll do. Because guess what? My life is easier. It's not that I don't want to put any effort into it. I just want to make sure I'm putting the right effort towards the right thing.
Power's in the question.
This is sales 101, baby. Now, and by the way, sex and relationship dating is sales. It's all sales. Now, here's the problem. Date 3, I've made the plan, is your plan. That's something you would like to do. For me, big red flag that you're now telling me, I don't want to do that. The second you're telling me something like, I've already planned the thing. If we were going to do what you wanted to do, then you could have planned the thing, but this is what we're going to do, and I think it'd be great for us. Have you ever done it before? No, you haven't. Well, let's go do it anyway. Let's just experience each other. Because dating, especially in the beginning, is us learning each other.
Exactly.
And the dynamic has to be, and how I'm hearing the dynamic is, personally, I think you're kind of sort of lying a little bit. I think you really wanted to do the sputter,
I did.
Period.
We both did.
I want to fucking do it. Matter of fact, you got to let me know what Facebook so I go this weekend.
They let me keep the reservation.
I love that.
So I got you.
So now here's what it is. I really want to do this, and I want to do this with you.
Yeah, exactly.
And now you're sitting here going, you know what? I don't want to do that. Let's go get my nails done.
Oh,
automatically for me,
I would have been like,
automatically for me, I'm like,
but
hey,
you're agreeing with him now. Like,
no, we're good so far. We're good so far. Yeah, we're good so far.
All right.
So for date 1, we're good with. Where I disagreed
I
disagreed with is now we're going on toes.
Yeah.
Hey, I'd love to do that. This is something I really would like us to do together, and this is our opportunity to kind of really do something where we're spending time together. It's really important to me that we can do things like this, things that are outside the box type stuff. Well, I don't want to do any of that. Okay, well then maybe we should cancel tonight and we try to put something together that's more agreeable for you.
Yeah.
Later. Let me drop your ass off at home. Especially if we're only halfway. It don't take me nothing to turn it around, right? Gas is $7.95 a gallon, you know what I'm saying? Now I turn you home, I drop you off, we'll try this again. Now, let's say I took you to get the toes done. Now we get the toes done. Even before then, why did we not discuss? Communications is a very important thing.
1000%.
What was the conversation like as you changed the reservation and now you're driving to the thing? I imagine if I was in your shoes and I'm now being a nice guy, letting her have her way, I imagine it was this. Music turned up, awkward as shit.
Oh, yeah.
Just like
awkward as hell.
So now that whole thing is awkward. So again, communication, that's what he did. That's another piece there. Now we get the toes done. Now we show up the date. The second you ask me a question like, hey, would you mind if? Yes, I would.
Yeah.
Again, communication's important. Yes, I would mind.
Hey,
now,
bro, homie got it cooking right now, bro.
You're gonna show me right then and there where we're at. Now, you're going to show me right then and there, hey, I gave up my idea of what I wanted to do with us for you, and I gave that up. I'll admit it. I was being a nice guy. We went to the toes. Cool, we did the toes. Now you want me to go pick up your homegirl or have your homegirl show up. You want your homegirl to show up. I'm going to tell you respectfully, my answer is no. And if you want to go out to dinner with her, by all means, I'll drop you off. You guys, because again, being a gentleman, I'll drop you off. You guys can have a wonderful night. I'll go home.
I wouldn't even have fucking told her I'm dropping her off. She would have just got out. I'd be like,
okay. And this is the problem. You got to have communication. You fucking mother. There are two types of dynamics.
From a guy's perspective, you get trapped in good guy syndrome.
That is true in real time. In real time,
syndrome, and it's
retrospectively
so
that is true.
And that's where I was, because when you get rattled like that as a guy, right? Mm-hmm. Like you have this plan, and even the military, right? Let's run it back to our roots, right? Yep. We run down a plan, we execute a plan. You have 2 backup plans until somebody drops a mortar in the middle of your minefield. You know what I mean?
The mortar for me, it depends on what that mortar is. If you drop a grenade, I'm not going to blow you up. I'm not going to come at you. I'm not even going to think about it. If you drop a fucking napalm bomb or a nuclear bomb on my plans, yeah, I'm either going to go ahead and let you go continue with what you want to do, or I'm going to go a different direction.
Yeah.
The second she asked you, hey, you mind if I have my girl come through?
It's napalm.
The answer is that's napalm.
Yeah.
Because for me, there's a certain level of respect. And for me, there's a boundary. And you have to identify the boundaries for yourself. A boundary for me is the place in which I can love you and love me at the same time.
Correct.
You have now asked me, you had me change the plan. I don't really need to do the splurge. What's it called?
The what?
The
it's like a paint splatter.
I don't need to, we don't
splatter
need to do that for us to have a good time together. Let's go get our toes done. That's still spending time. Now you're asking me, hey, would you mind if I essentially make this date a friendly hangout? Dead stop for me, bro. No, hey, listen, I do mind. And now this is your opportunity as a girl who potentially wants to date me seriously to show me how you're going to continue to show up in our relationship.
Well, that's what it becomes what is the value of the relationship? And I guess that's where, when you fall into good guy syndrome, the value slowly depreciates over the night of the date. And it was like, okay, at what point's the threshold? And, dinner, I should have, I look back on it and we all have this like realization like I should have done differently. But when you're in the moment, you're like, there's still value here. There's still value here. There's still quality time. Like I'm still spending time with you. Like I'm still with you. You start justifying it to yourself. Like, she still likes me. Oh, there's some, we still have a chance. Oh, we'll just hang out together at the end of the night. Like after everything goes. And then, the pin that pulled the plug was, hey, I'm not going, I'm not going. You don't get to take me home. Like that's the one that I was like, now I feel no value.
From 1,000-foot elevation on your first 2 dates, though, honestly, do you feel as if it was moving romantically?
100%.
Okay, and why?
So first date was a get to know you, energy. We even talked about it. It was, multiple times as, hey, this is where we want to do. Second date, it was an invite to the gym, right? That's an intimate space. We had a great workout together.
Who invited to the gym?
It was so she was going to the gym, I was going to the gym. We were going to separate gyms, and I reached out and said, "Let's have a workout together." And she said, "I love that idea. That sounds amazing." She showed up to my gym, so it was her intention to come work out with me. And then, I even made a move after the second date. I kissed her in front of the gym in the parking lot.
Oh, you kissed?
Yeah,
you guys
absolutely.
Kissed?
So it's like there is clear romantic intention.
What'd you do after that?
I went home and back to work because I go to the gym at 11 o'clock. Business owner.
No, Tuesday.
So it was I went home and back to work.
I don't want to say anything about Sarah, but I feel like I feel like Sarah wanted her back broke. I feel like Sarah wanted with that text message of I don't think I think I really what was the text message, the specific verbiage?
Which one?
The text she sent you the day of the third date. No, the third date text. She said
I don't think our alignment is there.
Nope.
No. The one about I like the idea of you.
Yeah, I like the idea of you. Yeah. The truth is you very much, even to me, are a great guy. You're a really nice guy.
Yeah, I would date you.
And I think I would date you.
What are you doing this weekend?
But I wouldn't
want to get splatter paint.
But I don't. And this is a respectful way of saying what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Make sure we're all clear. You don't come off to me as like a spontaneous, you're going to grab me, throw me up on the wall, kiss me passionately, fuck me in the parking lot kind of guy.
If that's what you want, I mean.
Well,
but no, and that's not,
which isn't a bad
tons
thing.
Of history, tons of history. You've learned a lot of lessons. There's been a lot of healing. Like that's not like I'm the slow burn. Let's find a wife kind of guy.
Yep, and that's so. And therein, I think to her point, she's right. I think her last text message of "we're not in alignment" was right. It should have came for you the day before after the second date, or maybe like the day when she sent you that message. That's when it should have hit for you. We're not in alignment.
Yeah.
Because what I heard as soon as you started talking about the third date, I'm like, I mean, I'm not a slow burn fan. I think the idea of a slow burn to me indicates that I'm not interested. The truth is if I'm interested, I'm coming with heat. It's passion, it's fire. Now, am I saying I want to sleep with you the first night? No, we don't have to do that. Have I stopped myself from trying to engage with somebody in a way that leads us to sex the first night? That's how I met my wife. First date, first conversation, we're talking. My plan was to hit and quit. You know what I mean? So we're sitting there, she's talking, she got kids and shit. I'm all attentive and shit. Then she started talking about her hopes, her dreams, her future, what she wants to do in her kids' lives. And I'm like,
boring.
Damn. No. I'm gonna tell you, but no, while she's talking, I go, damn. We ain't fucking tonight.
Yeah.
And she goes, excuse me? And I was like, I'm not, before we get upset, I'm not saying that I was saying this out loud, like saying like we were going to. I'm just saying we're at the beach, we're having drinks, it's late night, like you don't have your kids, I don't have mine, we're going to hang out together. Like, I'm not saying we were going to, I'm just saying statistically speaking, that looks like where it's going. But as I'm sitting here listening to what you're talking about, your hopes, your dreams, your plan for the future, I'm really fucking intrigued. And I know that if I try to sleep with you and you let me, I'm going to emotionally disengage from you. And I think this could be something great. I should have followed my gut. I'm just kidding. 10 years was great. Anyway.
10 years was great.
Yeah, 10 years was great. I knew if I engaged with her in that way, I wasn't going to respect the relationship. So I told her, hey, we're not going to do this. Matter of fact, we're going to do something different. I did something different. We're gonna not engage with each other in the intercourse.
Yeah.
Whoa.
Hey.
Whoa.
Live here on 12 Therapy Was Full podcast. Terrence puts opinions together. We're not gonna engage each other for a certain number of dates before we commit to having sex. This way, hey, if we date and it's all great, then great. If we don't have sex and we walk our separate ways, we had a couple good dates and we go our separate way. She said, well, how many? And in my head, I said 20.
Whoa.
On the way out, that motherfucker got translated and said 10. And I was like, okay.
And then we got the car said tonight.
No. We agreed to 10. We made it to 5 dates, 2 overnights, and 3 all-day hangouts before we ever slept together. Now I had gone. I went ahead and serviced some other things. You know what I'm saying? I'm Puerto Rican.
This guy.
I'm Puerto Rican and black, baby.
He counts phone calls as dates too. So
no, he does not.
He does.
So you hang up.
I think the intentionality is there. So for her, I think what you're looking for is right. I think you're right that she's right. The alignment's not there. But I think for me, the one thing I value in a relationship, and you have to ask yourself this, is for me, I value respect.
That's huge,
there's no way in blue motherfucking hell. I'll ask you first. Trevor hits you up in the middle of your second portion of your date, says, yo, bro, I'm down in your city. Hey, let's hang out. And you're like, hey, girl, I know we're on a date tonight. You mind if my boy Trevor comes to hang out with us on our date, on a third date? You would never ask.
Oh, wait, she's coming? Oh.
No, you would. What?
Yeah.
I've been like,
no,
hey,
it would be
dropping you off and we'll go hang out with Trevor.
Out of respect.
Out of respect level, I would be like, hey, it'd be after. I'd be like, hey, let me finish this. Let me conclude this. Let me make sure the night is fulfilled and that everything is happening. Everything goes the certain way. And I'd be like, I will give up my later time. Go kick it with my boy, right? It's about prioritization.
Okay,
I would do the same. I would do the same.
I'm gonna speed run this guy. I want to take too much time. I want to hear it. Trevor,
yes,
thinks.
I do.
Okay, so now we're at the
taking
bar.
all the time.
Now we're at the bar. This would be a 2-parter for sure. Now we're at the bar. Okay, they didn't order 3 drinks. As soon as you put the card down, the bartender goes, "Hey, what do you guys want? Give me 3 margaritas. Give me 3."
No, it was over. It was good over a course of an hour and a half, 2 hours.
You wouldn't have made it past
my man.
You wouldn't have made it past the first round of drinks before I said, "Yo, what the fuck? Like, hold on, Shody ain't put a card down." Yeah, I'm not feeling the vibe. That's if we went to dinner. Now, again, to your point, and I do agree with you. Well, maybe I'm too much of a simp, but again, it ain't tricking if you got it. I wouldn't have cared about the Splatter date being pushed off. I wouldn't have cared about the fucking the nails getting done. Hey, I like getting my nails done. I wouldn't have cared about dinner because to be honest with you, I got to eat anyway.
Yeah.
I'm glad y'all got to eat. I hope y'all had a great time or whatever. I hope the conversation was good. Now that's where the date would have ended for me. So I would have ended it there. Now we're at the bar. We've drank. I do respect the fact that you said, hey, I'm going to go ahead and bounce. Hey, ladies, you have a good time. Now, the baller move would have been for you to pull out a 20, throw it down on on that bar and say, hey, bartender, that's my 20. Hey, ladies, peace. I'm out.
Yeah.
At that point, when you left that bar, you were done with her anyway. Let's be real.
Yeah, 100%.
You were done with her.
I knew walking into
So
the bar.
you were actually done with her when she said, let's go get her toes done.
I was pretty much done. I gave it to dinner, right? Toes was fine. I was like,
dinner.
okay, they're whatever. So date idea is not for everybody. Once dinner happened, I was like, yeah, whatever.
Now here's the final piece of the what you did wrong puzzle. You knew you were done when you walked out, right? Yeah. Let's say you threw the 20 down. You knew you were done when you walked out. Now here's the problem. Here's where we're addressing a real problem. We're gonna talk to him about it.
Didn't do anything.
He did.
I know where he's going with it.
If you knew you were done,
why did I continue communication?
Why justify the response?
Exactly.
I don't owe you a response. Matter of fact, hey, listen, I wasn't feeling the night. I appreciate your time though. Click. I'm not justifying. I'm not defending myself.
Yep.
I'm not giving you more.
I feel that.
I don't need to do that. I'm out.
I actually just heard a whole nother podcast on that. Is like when people justify the response because you have a like as a man, right? The reason you justify it is because you still care. And that's the hardest part to disconnect after it is like you built this thing and so many men fall into that like, wow, I see something. Like we grade on potential, like we seek on potential, not current circumstances, where women look for the current circumstance and not what the potential can be. And I feel like that is a massive, that's the way the society is.
But in this case,
that's a massive.
But in this case, you did something different. In this case, what I imagine that long 3-page text was a question. When you read it, you got defensive because you saw it was an attack on your character and who you were as a man, and you didn't like that.
Nope.
So
not at all.
what you did, it really wasn't about you being a nice guy because you don't really care about what she thinks about you. It's what it is I care about what she thinks about me as I'm leaving. I want her to think I'm a great guy and just see that this wasn't a problem, which is why you justified and defended yourself.
Yep.
You didn't need to do that. What she thinks is irrelevant because respectfully, third date, she doesn't even know you anyway.
Facts.
So let her roll. Now, You defended it. We moved on from it.
Man, those text messages, you just never respond. Matter of fact, that burns them more.
Yep.
Yeah, just
now-
unread.
Now she got. Oh yeah. Well,
Yeah.
I don't have red on my, but
And-
not even.
Yeah.
And I'm done
anything.
talking. I'm done talking after this.
And
the
then-
only other thing you did wrong, covert contract. And you didn't realize you don't. If you didn't know what it was, I'm gonna tell you what it is right now. The covert contract, you said it and you slipped it in there, and you didn't know you were saying it, and it wasn't meant to be nefarious or sneaky. You said it. What you said was, I figured if I let this slide, I would get more time later tonight.
Yeah.
If I let her get away with bringing her friend to the restaurant,
justified it.
I will get more time with her later tonight. That's a covert contract. And the second you realized that she was not going to uphold the secret contract you made with her that only you knew about,
Yep.
you got upset and you were like, what the fuck? This is bullshit. And a lot of us do that. We all men, all people
We
do
all
that.
do it.
We create covert contracts where I go, yo, if I give Trevor a deal, Trevor's going to throw me a bone back.
Yep.
Did I ask Trevor to throw me a bone back?
No.
If we go to lunch today.
Yep.
Hey, Trevor, I cover Trevor's meal. Trevor's going to pay for the next meal.
Yep.
Trevor will pay for the next 2 drinks.
Quick pro quo.
Quid pro quo. And the
Yep.
problem with a covert contract is the only person that knows
No.
they entered one
Did you?
is you.
This homie licking his lips, just ready to go, bro.
But that's my
I love
time.
it.
Fucking
Those are the only things that I would say
shut the
you did
fuck
wrong.
up. No, I'm joking.
Go, no. Hey, jump in there. I'm not.
I don't think you did anything wrong, man. I just think you got
Don't
taken
tell him
advantage
that.
of.
No, and that's what,
No,
the,
no,
what the
no,
best
no.
thing
Look,
ever is.
that insight was insane. But
It is.
If he did it again, hold on. Okay, you don't think he did anything wrong? Okay, pause.
No.
Pause. Fuck me.
Yeah.
Would you be okay with him saying, "Hey, I'm going out with Jamie tonight"? No, not Jamie. That sounds
Sarah.
Way
Sarah.
too close.
Yeah.
No, not Sarah. Not Sarah. A new girl. I'm gonna do. Would you agree and allow
What?
him? He calls you and says,
That
"Hey,
fast?
watch this. Hey,
That fast?
I've got
My
a
man.
new girl. Her name is Jessica.
No,
She
dude.
wouldn't probably been the
Oh.
last date that night.
Well, hold on. Watch this.
all right, yeah, let's hear it so
I've
we can
got
go.
a new girl, Jessica. Would you be okay with him repeating this same process in the same fashion, in the same style with Jessica?
I mean, if that's his style, then yeah, sure.
Oh, okay.
Sure.
Well, I would tell you, fuck no.
because
we're
I'm-
here to
I'm-
make
I'm-
changes.
I'm on, yeah.
I'm not.
What you got?
I'm not a fan of that whole what you did.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But again, everybody has their own style. Everybody has their own reasons. You're in a different point. You're trying to find a relationship. I get why you did what you did.
Effort, intentionality, all that stuff.
Yeah, exactly. I get all that. I get it. So I don't necessarily think you did anything wrong. I just think the intention on the other side was
not matched.
never there in the right intention in the
He
first
don't want
place.
to hold nobody accountable on this podcast. That's
What
what
do you mean?
I'm totally
No,
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 that
no.
is
No,
accountability. That is
I'm holding you
accountability.
accountable.
Well, no,
Yeah.
you said he didn't do anything wrong. He did do things wrong.
She,
if he feels bad
she
about
did
No,
a whole fucking lot wrong.
She did. Oh, no,
she used him.
definitely did.
And
We
there's-
don't always
there's
know
three
we're
sides.
getting. We don't always see we're getting used
until
I
until
agree.
it's fucking blatant, and then until she diverts it from this, and then ask a friend to come for a date, which I've never.
Stand by,
heard of.
guys. We have Sarah calling. Sarah.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, bring Sarah in.
Yeah.
Hey, bring Sarah. Come on, bring Sarah in here. Come on over, Sarah. Sarah's actually here. You guys didn't know this. Sarah's been here the whole time.
Yeah, Ty,
Yeah.
hey, express your frustrations to Sarah right now, Chris.
Please let him-
that night on the way to Splatter paint. Hey, but you turned on.
Oh, well, don't put her next to me. I don't
Spice
want
Girls.
She get my
That looks
turn
so
on the Spice
scary,
Girls.
dude. That's so fucking scary.
go ahead.
So
I
weird.
like black guys.
Hey, that was a whole different relationship.
Oh, no.
we live that one too.
We live
Yo.
that one. Trevor, what do you got?
Okay, I personally believe that was very chivalrous of what he did.
Yeah.
I think it's a very
Agreed.
mature thing to do.
Agree.
I think clearly for him, he doesn't mistake, obviously when it comes time, energy, and resources versus, monetary contribution, that's not something that's going to be priority to him, but she did create a priority of that. And I do believe when it comes down to this piece, it is a mutual respect kind of deal. With my wife, I've been married for 10 years happily. My biggest piece is the first date that I took her on was to climb one of the 7 wonders of the
Liar.
world in Africa, right? She's never hiked, but honey did that, right? She got elevation sickness because she didn't want to upset me, right? She was pursuing this, and so she ended up taking sacrifice, and she went in there for me to reciprocate that as well. If I got told that she was going to cancel that date, that tells me everything I need to know about this girl.
Okay,
That tells me
so
everything I need to know about this
Trevor
girl.
brings up a really good point though. In the culture today, and you having a girlfriend but mostly single, right? For like the culture of today, right? If a man shows no effort, like what if there is no reciprocation? You know what I mean? Like that's the thing is like all these women are standing there waiting for their knight in shining armor. It is so bad. Go to Pacific Beach. But like what happens if a man knows his standard and his value and a woman sitting there on a high horse going, where's my knight in shining armor? And then that man's standing there going, I know my value. I know my worth. Like now you are at.
Here's my thing. Here's my thing when they're saying no value. You know, wait, hold on a second. Taking time to go have a couple of drinks at night to get to know you is no value. To have coffee is no. Wait, okay.
You're about to have
taking you to the restaurant that's $300. There's the value.
Yeah, I mean,
no
that's the thing.
fucking way.
It's transactional. That's what I keep saying.
It's
transactional.
No fucking way. I want to do things to
I-
actually get to know you.
I want to piss y'all off. I want to piss
I
y'all
love
off.
this.
Y'all ready for this? I'm going to piss y'all both off. The reason why they operate the way that they do now in 2026 now with the way you're talking
It's
about,
because everybody's replaceable. Instant gratification.
What do you got?
it's because of, respectfully, it's because of guys like you.
Oh, really?
Because nice guys, not a negative way, because nice guys let them get away with this kind of thing.
Accountability.
With zero
Wait,
accountability.
are you saying
Oh,
I'm a nice
fully.
guy?
But
The second-
I wouldn't
Yeah.
have done
You
that.
would- hold on, but watch this.
I would
Watch this.
avoid
Watch this.
confrontation.
Dude, I'm quick on
Hold
the
on.
burn.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
didn't feel it, man. I'm
Yeah.
walking out the door. I already
Yeah.
have the text message written. I'm just
Okay.
like, send.
Watch this.
I'm just opening the door. And they're still-
You were on the drive to go
Yeah.
to the first date.
Yeah,
the
yeah.
date you picked, and she
Yep.
says, "I don't want to do that. Go take me to get my nails done."
Powers in the questions. I go, why?
Okay. She
Okay.
says, "I want what I want. Just take me to get my nails done."
I would clearly say absolutely not.
Trevor's dropping her off. What about you?
I would
No
drop her
fucking
off.
way.
Drop her off.
No,
drop her
I
off,
wouldn't drop her
No.
off. I don't think I wouldn't drop her off. I would just say,
I'll
look,
take her home. Like-
I did plan this, you know what I mean? And I want to know why you don't want to go. Is it because you're going to get messy? Is it because it's dirty? You know, because clearly what he tried to do was take initiative with that. And so
I
from
love
there,
what you did, by the way.
if
Yeah, I
she said
did too.
nails,
Man,
I
that's-
would just say, then why don't we just go and we can I would defer the date.
Now,
right? I don't
now
need
again,
to do
hold on,
that, but
hold
I
on
would
a
defer
second.
the date.
Let me back up because I think there's maybe some more questions I do have. Like, did she come up to the date in like her nice $300 dress?
That is true.
No.
You know what I mean?
No,
Like,
not even close.
makeup
Okay.
all
Oh,
done.
damn,
Or
she's
did
a
you
rookie?
preface the
No.
day saying, "Hey, wear something that you don't mind getting dirty"?
Absolutely.
Okay.
Whoa. Yeah, bro.
No,
fucking
no,
Sarah,
no,
dude.
no.
Yeah.
Fuck
Homie,
you, Sarah.
Yeah,
You're
I
out.
wouldn't-
Yeah,
I wouldn't,
no,
I wouldn't even
yeah.
stop the
No,
fucking
dude.
car. I'd be like,
Uh-uh.
"Hey, I think your stop's
That's
here."
crazy.
Like,
No,
get
first
the
of all,
fuck out.
That's crazy.
I didn't tell her what the date was, but
doesn't
there
matter.
were definite like, hey, this is
You
just-
told her enough to not wear
Nah,
the
Sarah's
$300 dress.
pouty. Sarah's a
get
diva.
dolled up. There
Sarah's
might
a
be some
diva.
dirt involved.
Sarah's a diva, bro.
jean shorts and a crop top.
Now here's
bro.
here's the question. So we got
Very
three guys,
easily.
we have 3 guys on this podcast that would take her home and say, "Hey, the date's over. We'll try this again later."
Yeah.
We have one guy that wouldn't.
I would defer.
What we would defer. Question is this: how many guys in San Diego fucking county do you think are like us? And how many guys, respectfully, do you think are like him that would say, and I want you to think of the guys. Like you mentioned PP, these are 20, 30-year-old guys who've never had vagina before, or they have, they think a
bunch
10-hour
of beta.
session.
Yeah, bro. I mean,
He's
it's
got
filled.
vagina. He's got a kid to prove
Bro,
it.
I know, but what
Yeah,
I'm saying
facts.
is it's like what I mean is it's
Crazy
like actual.
vagina.
It's actually. Hey, that's how we. Hey, look, I've had so much sex. You
Hey,
guys have
listen.
no idea.
No, like
That's a
it
different-
was it was crazy.
That's a
Big
Not,
different
bags of
like
sand.
Oh
you
my
put your
God.
dick in crazy, dude. It's a
Hey,
Okay.
you know what I'm saying? Hey,
I fucking
Hey,
love crazy.
I see where you're going.
Me too.
Yeah, oh,
I see
love
where you're
fucking
going.
crazy.
Clearly, we are of, I'm just saying,
Yeah,
more of a
yeah.
higher echelon, right? When it comes down to it. When it comes down to people pleasing mentality, that's exactly what this culture is. So I fully agree, right? They're going to continue to try to make their way into it so that way they can try to get some, but that's also agenda based and transactional itself.
Correct.
So both sides are extremely shallow, right? There's nothing of substance when it comes down
there's
to this.
no transparency. It's all smoke and mirrors, mass and bullshit. For every dude that tells me I want to find a wife, low key, he's just looking to find a girl that he could fuck for the night and then and ghost her later.
But for one, you're wrong if you're saying that.
Yeah.
And you're not looking for it.
Yeah.
exactly.
You
So
know,
like,
yeah,
so like, I'll give you
So
an
you're
example.
wrong if you're over here like, oh, I'm just looking for the one, and you're all like one for tonight.
But the problem is,
Like-
when you talk about beta males, you talk about lower echelon men. Here's what I've learned in my young 20, let's say I'm 25, 26 years old. I have learned that if I tell a woman, hey, I just want to sleep with you, let's just have sex, it's nice to meet you, I just want to have sex, they're going to walk away and I'm not going to get no sex.
That's
I
not
don't
necessarily
get what I
true.
want. I'm not saying it's not true. I'm saying the statistically speaking, the exception is not the rule.
Yes,
right?
right.
You're going to walk away. What I have learned though is if I kind of passive aggressively tell you how I'm looking for a relationship and you're just looking for one too. And then now, we're sleeping together.
It's doing it for me.
And then I'll just ghost you afterwards because I don't really want a relationship. I've learned that is acceptable behavior. That's shitty on men to do that. I think this is a man
both
conversation.
ways, yeah.
I think
It's
that's more.
100%.
I think
It's
that's
dog
more
shit.
common.
Both ways.
I think what you just said is more
What I'm
common.
saying is
Yeah.
more common.
But
Men
I
are
call it-
bitches.
I
I
call it
honestly
the
don't
two
know.
different-
I mean, there's a lot of fuckboys, bro, that
Fuck
get
boys.
exactly
I call
what
it-
they want. right? By whining and complaining, and women cater to that because they like that. They think it's alpha, but it's alpha masking.
Well,
I
it's
actually
like you're
think that
too
they would
nice.
prefer that.
Nothing.
bro.
The one thing that
I'm
pisses me off in the
confused.
dating scene more than anything else, right? And I'm gonna get hot about this
you don't
one,
like
right?
that? God damn.
I call this the Peter Pan and Wendy syndrome, right? And San Diego is full of it, right? You got Peter Pans out there who are fucking Lost Boys, and you got Wendy's who are following the Lost Boys around, and that's a problem because when you get people who are who have grown, and like for me, like I've been married, I've got a kid, I'm 31, I want a wife, I've got 4 successful businesses, we're growing, I don't need anything.
Man.
I want, you know what I mean? I don't need anything. So it becomes this whole ordeal of like, I'm intentional about what I'm looking for and the alignment pieces I'm looking for. But what's the number one comment that pisses me off more than anything else? You're too fucking nice.
Yeah, that just means she ain't the one.
Well, no, it's a twofold issue.
but
Where'd you meet her?
Oh,
A local restaurant.
Oh, I say fucking Tinder restaurant.
Was she your waitress?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, baby Jesus. Okay. Okay.
I would love a date like that. I fully align with that. Would be so much fun.
I love that date. I love
Yeah.
that date. Here, I honestly, I think what she really meant to say, and I think you need to listen to really internalize what I'm about to say, because what she meant to say was, you have too much value and you bring too much to the table
To match the energy.
to bring it
She's
down
scared.
here. To bring it. Now, here's the problem.
Ooh.
The truth is, you got 4 fucking businesses. Why are you, I mean, respectfully, I'm not saying anything wrong with waitresses, by the way. We're just having a candid conversation amongst the men. You are having 4 fucking businesses. Why
I don't know this fucking
Why
guy.
are you? Why are you? No,
don't
fuck it. Know
fucking
me.
shoot
Know
me.
me. Hold
I
on.
don't know about
You have
that
4. You
one,
have
bro.
4 businesses. Why are you meeting your future partner, future mate? She's your hostess. She's your waitress. Right? Imagine the pressure. Hold on. Imagine the pressure you put on her. You respectfully. I mean, look
None at all. It's,
my man.
The money.
Why
man,
the fuck
no,
does her status
Yeah,
have anything
absolutely,
to
yeah.
do with it?
Absolutely,
Okay.
you're gonna get. You are canceled. There's
Yeah.
you did
Yeah,
not
you
pray
can
hard
cancel
enough.
yourself.
Get the
Yeah.
fuck off the
Cancel your
show.
fucking
Get
self.
the fuck off the
Because
show.
money has nothing to do with it. I
agree.
will never
You just-
ever
I agreed. I didn't say money has anything to do with it.
money,
I haven't got there yet.
status, money, dude. I could be. I could
Terrence
be.
going,
dirt
how do I
poor.
walk this back?
But
How do I walk this
here's where I'm
I'm
gonna
not even on
transition
fucking
this, right?
steroids. I'm about to roll
Terrence,
rage.
Terrence, I'm going to save you because I know exactly the point that we need to hit, and I know he's waiting to hit it.
Mm-hmm.
But money and status has no effect on any of that, right? Because what is the value that men bring to the table in a relationship? And it's realistically nothing. Or we bring so much value, but what is the value that women bring to the
I
relationship?
think you
The
were,
perception-
I think-
Emotional
I
reassurance.
disagree.
I mean, I wouldn't be anywhere without my wife. My wife was a clothing store manager. You know what I mean? Like she worked retail, so apparently Terrence wouldn't fucking
Yeah,
be with her.
fucking
But
yeah.
I
Whoa,
mean,
whoa, whoa,
Yeah.
no, there's-
Yeah.
Hold on.
But-
When'd you meet her?
it is true.
When'd
I
you
was
meet her?
20.
When'd you meet her?
Goodwill.
22.
22.
Yeah,
Goodwill?
22.
Okay, you are the owner of Marwalk. You're
Yep.
the founder of Marwalk.
Yep.
You have millions of dollars. You are in charge of millions of dollars. You have a mansion. You have the houses. Your ex-wife. You have kids. You have all these things. Would you do the same way you met your wife? Would you fly some random girl halfway across the country to come hang out with you in San Diego?
Across the world.
Would you fly some random girl across the world that you met online, fly her across the world to hang out with you in San Diego?
I think that's a
Yeah, I
double
would.
entendre
Wait,
because
hold
now
on.
I have
It
now
is.
I have the
It
Yeah,
is.
you would.
It is.
yeah,
Well,
I have the
but-
status
but
and
hold
means
on.
to even
But-
more now, though. I
but back
guess, but
then-
it would be transactional. I mean,
But back then, you didn't have all the means that
You
did.
didn't.
no, exactly.
Yes.
Yeah, exactly. So I
the
was
last
looking.
Time, it was
yeah.
a sacrifice. The last time you spent,
Oh,
I have. Hold on. No. He was active duty. He didn't have no fucking. He wasn't.
Yeah, yeah.
rolling in cheddar.
I was active duty. I was broke as a
in
joke,
Africa.
bro.
Yeah.
Yeah, in Africa.
I was
He
with
got
Marine
money.
Security Guard forces,
He
so I was
took-
just at
he
the embassy
took
out there.
a portion of his
Okay.
paycheck
Yeah.
to fly a girl that he really liked, and that to me is it's romantic. It's amazing.
That's cool.
I love
That's
that.
a cool story, though.
But the
He
problem
married her
is,
after
is
4 dates.
Yeah,
I met her
bro.
4 times.
Yeah, bro. I mean, fuck it. Hey,
Hey,
listen. Hey,
One
10
of
years
the
hey,
later,
coolest,
bro.
one
Hey,
of the
when-
coolest stories you'll ever hear.
When
10
you
years later,
when you
man.
see that booty, you gonna know why.
His
man.
wife-
She's
his wife is-
amazing.
I ain't touching that.
Literally,
I ain't
his
touching
wife
that.
is
Hey,
one of
editor,
the
put in a
coolest
picture of her ass.
people-
I'm just kidding.
Yeah, one of the coolest people you'll ever meet too.
You really want me to look at your wife in that light?
What
Brother,
I mean is,
you
when I
will
say,
no matter what.
No.
I'm not. I'm gonna.
You don't.
Hey, I
you
am
don't
so-
know
hey,
me.
Hey,
It's
we're gonna.
a-
That's not how I roll.
Hey,
We're gonna do this.
I love this.
That
I
one
would say
goes
my
off to
wife,
you,
My
too.
wife's she's such a really hot bro. She's a really hot bro.
Hey,
So
you
when
know
it
what?
comes down to
That's
this
cool.
piece-
She could be hot.
That's he's let that
like-
man
No,
brag on
but
his
I
wife.
mean-
Your wife is hot. There you go, bro.
Oh,
She's
thank
so
you,
hot.
bro.
I love that, but
Yeah, goddamn ass.
Man,
How hot?
That's a whole. That's
I'm
part
kidding.
two
the way,
conversation.
dude.
Go back to
The way you set that. The way you set
But we're
that
so
up.
comfortable in our relationship. Those are our jokes, bro. You know what
Yeah.
I mean? We just be joking.
and go back to the value, right? Because I know this is something we talked about before the show. Like the value of man has significantly changed.
It's decreased.
It's decreased
Yes.
incrementally.
I don't know that it's decreased.
And
because
I
you
wanna
be
hear-
fucking with waitresses.
No, I don't. I don't think your values inherently change.
So what is a man to you?
I think somebody. Oh, so crazy. Somebody asked me that. Somebody asked me that once. Like, oh, like what's a masculine man to you?
Yeah, what's a man?
I was like, a masculine man is one that's secure enough in his masculinity to allow you to be in your divine feminine.
Okay.
Provider,
So
protector.
what about
Provide,
this? All right.
provide, protect, and support.
Let's
That's
reword
fine.
this.
But that's all. But hold on a second. Hold on.
Go ahead, yep.
That's a 50s way of thinking of it because now they can provide for themselves.
Yep. And I can.
now-
Watch
You have
this.
to-
Hold on. I watch this. Everything he says, I'm gonna put 3 fingers up. Divine, support. I'm sorry. Provide, support, protect.
Yep.
Okay. Those
Fully
3
agree.
things. So go ahead. The women
Provide.
can take care of themselves. I can support. Next.
Yep.
Go
They
ahead.
can provide.
They can provide. I can provide too.
Yep.
Next.
They can protect.
I can protect too. I guarantee you, if Al Qaeda runs that door, it's not my wife that's going to jump up and grab
Facts.
the gun and start.
100%.
But that's
I
cool.
promise you, I'm going to shield my wife.
I love the
You
way.
guys shoot the wrong wall. Though,
I love
'cause you're
the way.
Marine.
Yeah, he's a Marine.
First off, I'm an expert.
all we do is shoot a lot at the wrong direction.
That's the army there.
I was
buddy.
trying to run it through
Yeah,
that door. He's shooting at that
So-
door.
It's not the value of man that's gone down.
Well,
It's the value of a male that's
It's
gone
the
down.
value.
but-
No, it's the
'Cause they're
value
boys.
of man
But he
brings
said
to the
protection.
table.
He said protection, as if Al Qaeda came from the door. You
It doesn't have
understand?
to be Al Qaeda. It's the world.
It's
Listen
no,
to
it's
me.
what is asked of a man.
The protection isn't the threat that's coming through there.
Correct.
The protection is actually themselves in their heart.
Mm.
That's where the protection is really at. Is feeling that they can actually have the space to talk freely in without getting belittled, beat down. Oh my God, disregarded.
Yeah, that's one piece of protection.
Yeah.
That could be.
That's a great emotional protection.
I want to make it clear, like to protect. Well, because you see these guys walk around with a hot ass chick, like you're saying, who can't.
That's so surface level, guys.
I
That's
know,
a joke.
I know.
It was a joke.
I know.
But no,
I know.
let's talk about it.
So, but who can't protect in that way?
Who
Yeah,
can't protect in that way?
the value.
A
of it,
lot,
like,
of men.
Yeah, and that's unfortunate.
A lot of men don't have
That's
men.
what. Yeah.
No. What protecting in that way is a great thing, and as a man, you should be able to protect in
Agreed.
that way. If
So-
there's a threat,
Hold on. What do I? Okay, so if let's say I'm not me. Let's say I'm not Terrence. Let's say I'm 160 pounds. I'm 160 pounds. Let's talk
It
about
has
protecting
nothing,
that way.
That has nothing to do
It
with
has
that
nothing to do with.
Yeah.
It has nothing to do with that. I see where you're going with it, right? It's the
Skill.
the emotional like intelligence that most men carry. Is there's no depth to
Yeah.
man anymore whatsoever.
Yep.
There is a difference between the 4 of us sitting in this room and the depth that we are thinking on. Most women will never even scratch the surface of this conversation in itself.
Which
and
I
here's
agree with, I
why.
agree with that.
Here's why, right? And it's as old as time, right? Strong men create good times. Good times do what?
Strong men.
They create-
Strong men create
create-
strong times. Strong times create
Weak men.
Weak men create.
We are
weak
in a
times, yeah.
time right now
Yeah.
of weak men.
Correct.
And there's very, very, very few strong men trying to hold up
I think
for the rest of the
and
world.
and then there's the narrative also that what a real man looks like and the perception of
Yeah.
that real man is getting heavily miscued with
Yeah, of
social
course.
media.
Oh, it's
The social
gratification.
media filter of
the
that is
fact
insane.
You know what I
If
mean?
you
O-
go to
over
a
6
dating,
A strong man.
over 6 feet, making 6 figures. You know what I mean? Who can travel with
Six
me?
pack.
Yeah,
If
six
you don't-
pack.
if you
You have
Absolutely.
millions of dollars. I could be the
100%.
waitress. He's got
and
to
the ability,
Yeah.
the ability that you
Brother,
can
right?
be
Yeah.
replaced at any time is the biggest factor.
Yes.
One Instagram scroll, you like a photo of a guy who has a boat and you don't own a boat, and now you're in his DMs. Guess what? He's going to take you on his boat. You've lost. You know what I mean? Stuff like
Yeah.
that.
Oh, yeah.
I
You
don't-
can
I
be
don't disagree. I
you
don't agree
can
with that
be
at all.
replaced on an instant. As
Women
a
are
man.
women can be just as shallow
I
as that,
think-
brother.
I think-
but
I
that's
think-
not the kind of
yes.
woman you ever want to take
I'll
out
be honest
ever.
with you. I
Ever.
don't,
Ever.
I
Yeah.
don't. And this is a
By the
very
way, I like that. I like
egotistical,
your story
egotistical
about-
way of looking at it.
Oh, thank you.
Very egotistical way. I am not. I think any young man or any man who's watching this video who thinks you are easily replaceable, bro, you need to reach into your nuts and like pump them up a little bit. Maybe take the Nike pump.
Like you did your
and
muscles?
Pump up your man like I did my muscles. Right. This is powered by peptides.
for clinical
The
trials
truth
only.
is- The truth is,
It's powered by
Clinical
the
trials.
protein,
Is,
peptides, and trim.
the truth is you are
And his own semen, apparently.
completely not. You are completely not replaceable. in all facets of the world. And this idea that you are replaceable is the biggest load of bullshit that's sold to men, because you are not replaceable. The truth is, sure, on one hand, she could go find that guy with the boat. Will he stick around and raise her kids?
No.
Okay, well then
it's an 80% theory.
Well, then I'm not replaceable.
Have you ever heard of the 80% theory?
Sure, I've got bills and debts. I'm trying to build my business.
That's why she has him.
Yes,
because women are monkeys.
No, it's the okay. Canceled number 2. No, I'm just kidding.
Let me hear it through.
Don't be fucking sensitive.
I ain't near him.
Yeah.
Oh, and monkey.
Yeah, monkey. Women are monkeys.
Oh boy.
They don't let go of this branch until they got firmly a hold of
that's
this
a great
branch.
analogy. That is a good analogy.
And so now, this guy with the boat, he's kind of taking care of me. Swing.
Yep.
Well, so it's the 80%
he's not
theory.
taking care of me.
It's the 80% theory.
I love that analogy.
One of my favorite things.
He cheated on me.
Damn.
So one of my favorite things I've ever heard, right, is the 80% theory. You, as a man, you bring 80% to the table. There's always going to be something that you don't have, right?
Sure.
There's going to be something. There's going to be somebody with an airplane. There's going to be somebody with a boat somewhere. There's going to be somebody who, has hair, whatever it may be for us baldies. But at the end of it, if you can do 80% of it, you've got a great relationship. There's a great foundation. But they will always look for that other 20%. And then by the time, that's all they will have is that 20%.
I don't think they all, I think...
Not, they all is a loose, but like, you know what I mean? Like,
we can't deal in absolutes.
We can't deal in absolutes. But that is the thing, is you'll never find somebody at 100%. You build the 100%, right? And that's what's missing in life, is we're not building 100% anymore. We're taking 80% and we're looking for that extra 20 from somebody else. And then they give it to them, and then they move over, and then they realize they missed out on the 80% because now they're stuck with 20% when they had 80% and could have built that. Now,
do you know why they get away with that?
I got a question.
Because we don't. There's no accountability.
The reason why they do that, the reason why you feel like there's that adage of like the monkey and they're holding on to both branches. The reason why they can do that and get away with that is because there is no accountability from you. You are, as a man, again, I go back to the men.
No, I disagree.
Hold on. Well, there can be. But again, let's talk about let's talk about how is you let them go. Listen, hey, boo, if you want the guy with the boat and he's better than me, I'm gonna tell you, I'm dead serious. This is a conversation I've had to have. If the men that are in your ear are better than me, if you have a man who's telling you that I'm less of a father because I chose to come to California and build this business for my family, and the man that you're listening to is a cokehead who does coke while his kids are in the other room, what the fuck are we? Why? We're not the same.
I'm glad you're not pulling from personal experience.
Go get him.
Tell him about me.
Go. I'm dead serious. Go be with him. Go be with the guy you're listening to instead of the man that's supporting and taking care of you.
Okay.
But how's that holding them accountable? Because they're just going to keep doing it.
Now watch this. No, that's not my problem anymore. You are no longer mine to worry about. Hey, go forth, do great things. Love you. See you later. And I move on to my next turn.
So there's not really holding accountability. Just let go of the problem.
Sometimes
you're just releasing the problem.
That's no longer my problem. Now the accountability for them has to come when they are sitting there and
they have to be accountable.
They have to be accountable. They have to hold themselves accountable. It's no longer my job to hold you accountable.
100%. So it's no longer my job. Here's my with mine. I saw the switch, and I didn't know what was going on. And I'm not a guy who goes surprise, but I'm not a stupid guy either, and I knew something was up. I had the conversation. Hey, we've been in a rough patch. I get it. Is there something that you are seeking somewhere else? And she said no. I'm like, look, put feelings aside. No matter if it hurts. If you're interested in somebody else, and I'm not doing it for you, I don't want to hold you hostage in a relationship.
Oof.
Go be with that person.
It's very adult.
Guess what? She's like, nope. We're gonna work on a relationship.
The best.
Okay.
But what happened then? Yeah.
What happened?
What do you mean? Oh yeah, she
got caught, and then what happened after?
She didn't get caught.
Okay, yeah.
Nope.
So that's what I want to know.
No.
So this was proactive to before the cheating.
100.
Or you felt the cheating.
So again, when you're with somebody, there's a switch in the shift.
Totally.
And so I was like, something's up. we were working on a relationship before.
Okay.
Going to therapy, blah, blah, reading some books, blah,
No,
blah, blah.
Fucking therapy.
The best relationship I've ever been in. I was with a woman for a year, and it was the most healthy relationship I've ever had. We felt the switch. We addressed the switch. We sat down and had a great conversation about it. And she said, honestly, I don't see our paths aligning. I don't want to hurt you. I'm afraid to hurt you, but you're absolutely amazing. I just don't see our futures aligning together. And I looked at her and I said, thank you.
That's the 1% of the 1% of women.
Incredible.
That's the 1% of the 1% of women.
That's a
1,000,000%. I said, I will
woman.
always stand
That's
up.
never
If you
gonna
called
happen.
me at 3 o'clock in the morning, whatever you need, I said, there's no, like, did it hurt? Fuck yeah, it hurt.
Hell yeah.
She was awesome. You know, one of the best relationship I've ever
Hey, he's a
been in.
nice guy. I can align. I can get rid of my dreams.
You want to know what
Well,
happened?
no, but
Yeah.
it was.
I'll
it
give
was,
you. Go ahead.
It was one of those things where it was like, I saw it though, and I felt it, and we addressed it, but we both addressed it, and we both were on that level maturity to address those kind of relationships. Did I fight for it a little bit? Sure. As any man, you fight for anything you're about to lose.
Yep.
But I also knew when to concede and why to concede, and I let it roll. And I said, you know what? Like this is the best thing. You know, I haven't talked to her in probably a year. And it's okay. I know she's happy, healthy, safe, loved. I still love her, you know, support her in every way. It's not anything that I'm like emotionally attached to, because that's a whole conversation for next time. Is, well, how many people are you still emotionally attached to in the back end? Like, no, like she did right by me.
Yeah.
And I will always thank her for that, because I was able to heal and move on to the next one even better.
Damn.
And that's one of those things.
Except
where
the
it's
better
like,
one isn't Sarah.
and then Sarah comes along.
She
and
wasn't
just-
a waitress.
Yeah. She was
By
a
the way,
doctor.
I don't have
She was
a
a
thing.
doctor. She was a doctor.
Yeah.
We're gonna
You
talk
kind of
about
just
that.
fed into Terrence's like, I'm not gonna lie.
We're gonna
She was a
fix it.
doctor.
We're gonna fix the waitress thing later. But go ahead.
Okay, yeah.
So what happened? So I addressed it 3 times with her.
Yeah.
And each was the same. Hey, listen, the second time I was like, hey, I have a very big suspicion that you are interested in somebody else, or you are dating somebody else. So if that's the case, I don't want to hold you back. Let's just we can
Super healthy.
If you let me know this now, it's going to be so much easier. Blah blah. Nope. All the mannerisms, I can tell she's lying. Blah blah blah. Third time is October 2017. Same thing. Nope.
It's not scarring or anything.
Did you? Okay, I'm gonna throw a loaded question.
Because it comes to a.
Did you ever look at any point? So this is for the chat, right? This is for all the comments. I want to know, right? What is your take on? Did you ever look into her phone?
No.
Never have I done that either.
Nope.
I don't believe in that.
Because
Terrence.
Yeah, bullshit. Yeah, this shit.
Terrence?
He's linking up satellites. He's
look
got
like
a Blue
I'm-
Force tracker.
Homie's pulling his military grades.
This guy's like, hey, homies, I need 17 people
Yeah,
to
bro.
track her. Like,
No,
I don't care.
definitely look. No,
He straight up
no.
Bamsised it.
I cared.
Yes.
No, I cared, and I did look. But go ahead, keep going.
So-
I'll answer.
so I won my first company. We were getting a big award.
Yeah.
Supposed to go with me. And 2 days before, had all the dresses, everything, paid for everything. She's like, hey, with everything going on, I don't feel right going. And I was like, all right, cool. So just let me get this straight. As my wife, you don't feel comfortable supporting your man, even though we're going through a tough patch. Is that right? She's
Yes.
like, yeah. I was like, okay,
Oof.
I just need the answer.
Yeah.
And she goes, the answer? I was like, yeah, when I get back, I need the answer if we're getting divorced.
Fucking love
She
that.
goes,
Mm.
we don't have to go that far. I was like, oh, we do.
We just did.
We
It's
do.
already done.
Yeah, I love that.
And again, no evidence of cheating.
Yeah.
No, I did walk in there one time. She was taking pictures, and I was like, "Cool, who are those for?" You know, and she's like, "Oh, those for you." Oh, I haven't got these pictures in years.
Yeah.
For me, okay.
Mhm.
So anyway, so anyway, I came back. It was a Wednesday because it's still very vivid because of everything that transpired.
You hold it, yeah.
No, it's about the things that kind of transpired, and it's the memories of the transpiration, right? Or transformation. So I drop my bags, walk to the back door. My backyard was mowed, and I was like, "Who mowed the backyard?" And she's like,
I thought
"Oh,
that was a sexual reference. I'm sorry.
no." She's
Yeah.
like, she goes, she's like, "I did." I laughed. I was like, "You don't even have to start the lawnmower."
Yeah.
I go, "But it doesn't matter. We need to have that talk." She's like, "Yeah, we don't need to have that talk right now." I was like, "Fuck, we don't. We do." And she's like, "Yeah, I want a divorce." So I was like, "Cool." And then I just kind of sarcastically, it's like, "Oh, well, when you moving out?" She's like, "Monday."
Ooh.
I was like, "Oh shit."
Yeah.
So
She already had it made up.
no,
It was
oh
already
yeah.
done. It was
So
preemptive. You just caught it. Yep.
Monkey bar.
What you did was you saw that
Monkey
other
bar.
branch off real quick.
so
You She wasn't ready to let go. She was milking you, and you sawed the branch right off.
And she did
I appreciate your transparency.
We were still having sex. We were still doing.
Oh damn.
Oh yeah. So the sex wasn't an issue. That wasn't even the issue in the relationship. You know what I mean? I know what I did in the relationship. It wasn't nothing bad. I just didn't know how to be present. As a person.
I feel you.
As a person, I wasn't emotionally mature to be.
And her love language, probably quality time, right?
Well, I can provide, and I can protect. I didn't know how to be present, and quality time falls under present. You know what I mean? But I can provide and protect very well. So,
do you feel like women as a whole right now it's more of a broken culture? There's too many. It's a victim mentality. It's just in the scene right now. Because they got their girls to hype up that toxicity. We've got all these men that are healing and that are actually doing the work and looking for futures. I
don't care about those women.
True.
To be honest with you.
Yeah.
Because I don't even want to waste my time on them.
There's an entitlement
when they throw that shit out there. But yes, when they throw that shit out there.
Is there's a million pretty fish in the sea, but there's how many few successful, emotionally stable men out there. We're playing.
Well, that's on the same.
It could.
It is on both sides.
Yeah,
it's on both. I think the adage is there are a lot of pretty women in the sea. There's a lot of art in the world. I appreciate art. I love art. I love a good painting, like a really good painting.
He really wants to go to that fucking activity.
Fuck you. I get the reservation.
You know what? I will concede the reservation, and I will transfer it into both of your names. You guys can go together.
Hey, from AFD, yes you do. Bitch, I'm gonna paint the shit out of you. I'm gonna paint all over you. I'm gonna paint all over you. And we're gonna
he's gonna mow your backyard, baby.
Do I have a hairy trap on the back or what?
No, the funny thing is when you're talking about, I want to hear more. I think I'll concede. Sure, we can call it the monkey analogy. I only like the monkey analogy. Obviously,
I get it.
But what you're saying is they're trying to hold on to the 80 that you're providing in order to get the 20 that you're not. And I think it is having your cake and eating it too, which is what you're. The fallacy I think is we judge people for that. The truth is, wouldn't you want to have your cake and eat it too? Don't you want your cake and don't you want to eat the cake that you have?
I want to bake my fucking cake. Like, you know what I mean? Like, no, from the ground up. Like,
it's American Pie shit going on, man.
Realistically, like,
if you're Jewish and you're sensitive to that kind of verbiage, no, just
So my thoughts, right? And maybe I'm skewed, and this is why I got the boys, and this is why we do this. This is why we do this.
This is why this is here.
There's so many people out there that may have a similar mindset or be going through the same thing, and I hope they hear. I hope they hear this, right? But I know that there's men out there that are literally having shitty dates with horrible women. Which she was amazing. I'm gonna always say that she was a wonderful individual.
No, what the fuck are you talking about?
Nice guy alert.
All right.
Put your ass in the corner.
Hold on. That feeds into something I want to ask.
Nope. Now you fucked up.
When you bake the cake, it's I want to find somebody that I'm gonna grow and build with, and I know that there's not a perfect out there, and I have this conversation all the time. Like is God gonna give me the 10 out of 10, the 30 out of 30, the 100 out of 100? Hell no. God's gonna give me somebody that I need to fulfill and I need to build with, and that I'm gonna go bake that cake, and I'm gonna not only give her 80, but I'm gonna build the other 20, and then we're gonna be 100 as a couple.
Whoa.
I like it, and I respect the way it sounds. What if God did give you the 100?
Shit, I don't even know what I would do with it.
I think, what if the cake's already baked, baby? You open the oven, it's right there.
Yeah, well, so I think the fallacy that we can sometimes end up in, and this is women too, by the way.
Everybody has flaws though, and that's the thing is I don't think there is 100. Like it may be 100 in my eyes, but there may be something like I've met a few, like we've all been in serious relationships.
If I told you that the reason why I don't care when people date for 4 days or 3 days or 1 day and then get married immediately, you know that marriage, do you believe in God?
I do.
You believe in God?
Very much so.
You believe in God? Okay, great. So we all believe in God. What's dating in the Bible?
Courtship.
No, what's dating in the Bible? There's no such thing as dating in the Bible. Dating does not exist in the Bible. It does not exist as we've made it today. We hang out, we go on dates, we give each other hand jobs, and then we get married, and then that does not exist. That does not exist. It is legit from nothing to something. Now she's yours. You take care of her. The way I look at dating and relationships is very much just like that. Like my wife and I only married for 3 years. The reason why I say 10 is because from the day we got married, assuming she wasn't running around doing some shit and I wasn't doing no shit, we were married from the day that I said, yep, I'm committed, we're here, let's run this. It was support, provide, protect.
Exactly, yeah.
Whatever she
Absolutely,
wanted to do. And that's it. When I got married, I didn't go, oh, now that you got married, you unlock the husband package, and now I'm going to do double that. No, it's the same shit I was bringing before.
I agree with that.
Do you think women like a man who drives a ship?
Yes.
Because that's going to feed into my next question. Do you think women like a man who drives a ship?
Yes, but I think the new age women only like the man that's driving the ship in the direction she wants to go.
Yeah, I mean that to me isn't a
That's
submissive woman though. I don't that would not
fucking
be with
true.
somebody that I wouldn't be with. I do think innately women like a man who drives a ship, which leads me into this question.
Mm-hmm.
If you were driving to the date and you tell her and you're excited and she goes, I don't want to do that, and you go, no, we're going to do this. And we're going to be able to go out there. This is what I booked and I want us to be able to at least experience this together. And you could tell me afterwards you don't like it. Do you think she would be like, damn, like, okay, like maybe we are.
I do think.
Do you think innately she would want that could be build more attraction to the opportunity of it, right?
It depends on how you show up. If you say, well, I don't give a fuck what you want to do, we're going to do what I planned. You're an asshole.
Yeah, you are.
Over the top.
If you said, hey, I'm not sure why, to your point, if I ask questions, I get curious. Hey, why wouldn't you want to go? Well, I've heard about it and I just hear, I'm aware I'm going to get shit in my hair, blah, blah, blah. Oh, well, no, they actually give you a poncho. So you guys are you're completely covered. My friend did this. They had no paint on them. And I really would like to do this with you. It's something I've always wanted to do and I'd love to do it with you. And if she says no, then it doesn't have to be the end of the date. I could just say, is this important? Again, the boundary, right? I could move it. Is it important to me? And I don't think the dating, that particular piece is important. What is important to me and what I am paying attention to is the degree of reciprocity. You asked me to stop doing something I planned for us to do together, to tell me to go do something you want to do. That's only beneficial for you. Now,
it's not compromise.
Do I need a pedicure? Absolutely.
I did need a
pedicure. But why why is this just coming up? Like, why are we on the way to the date? That's a little fucked up. That's why I can't fuck with.
Yeah.
But why'd you say I was wrong? Why'd you say you don't agree that women want the man to drive the ship? I think all women want the man to drive the ship.
You just.
I think.
Oh yeah.
That's all you just said.
That's not what he said.
That's all you said.
Don't fucking
women. Yes, I did. Yes, I did. Yes, I did.
That's exactly what I was.
But you want them to drive the ship in the direction that they want.
What I said was.
I don't think that.
I say most women are lost without the captain.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think most women are lost without the captain.
Correct.
And they need the captain to steer them right.
The most reassurance that I get from my woman, especially we've had very successful years, and I've had very horrible years, and I've talked to my wife and I open up, and she goes, "It's okay, because I just believe in you." She just blindly trusts the way that I move forward.
She got sisters, bro?
It's okay. She does. But they're taken. I love them. Shout out. But to his point, they believe in you to drive the ship.
Yeah.
Because you know what they're doing? They're maintaining the ship.
Yep.
Correct.
They're over there maintaining. You are the captain driving this. My wife will never
Mm-hmm.
question my navigation.
Now, I think I think the only time that they question that is when
She
there's
does
a lot of.
I was like,
she does.
Hold on.
There's
you
either-
might
Why
have
we
the
going to a
perfect
strip
package.
club? We gotta
Looks,
fuel up.
thoughts,
We gotta fuel up,
likes.
baby.
How many?
Jesus Christ.
But then again, how many women are trying to drive though because of this new
I
culture?
think women think that they want to get
they
their
think
license,
they want to get their
and then they get in
license,
front of the
exactly.
fucking ship, and they go, "I don't want to see all this shit."
So let them drive it for a bit.
Well, it's respect.
And then they're like,
You talking about like pegging?
Yeah.
Shit, bro,
whoa.
There's two things at play here. I think women have their own ship to drive. The goal of our relationship is to build a bigger relationship, and then we keep going the direction. I do agree with the premise that women do want a man that can drive the ship. Yeah. At the same time, I think what's happened is we've got to this place where, like you said it earlier, and honestly, when I hear that shit like that, you got to make sure she feels safe to express her. Did I hit her when she expressed herself? No. Did I yell at her when she expressed herself? No.
You probably did.
What I'm saying? No, I did not.
All right. Oh wait.
Okay,
but
no. So I'm joking because I'm hitting some triggers, and that's
no. We never hit each other. That's not happening. But technically. Anyway, so not
I had a candle thrown at me.
that one's going to be used in hell court.
I get what you're saying. In a male, the way of thinking, to sit there and say, "Man, I got to create a safe space to listen to what she has to say."
I don't know. I do have to do that.
Here's the piece we're missing. You guys ready for this? And this just kind of dawned on me, and I really love the thinking on this, and it's going to completely change the complete outcome of this.
That's
right?
what he thinks.
Oh man,
go ahead.
Yeah, well, that
The
was
question-
a big premise. Okay.
The question we're missing is how big's the ship?
It's not about the size of the boat or the motion of the ocean.
I think it's a vision. I think it's a vision.
No, I think
tell by
he doesn't mean sexually.
I don't mean sexually.
Like penis.
We're not talking.
Oh.
Yeah,
I was ready.
you got a bigger ship than
talking
everybody.
about,
at the
when a
table.
woman
man,
gets
my God,
on.
I got average size dinghy.
It's the vision.
Hey, my Duffy gets to here to there. Okay?
It's the vision in which we approach with, right? Like my vision, right? I am a traditional visionary in business. I have like, 10, 15, 20, 30, 40, $50 million visions every single day, right? If I walk up, if I am the Titanic itself and I've got a girl walking up who's barely seen a yacht or a dinghy, right?
Oh, be careful.
You see what I'm saying?
Like,
Like,
you're talking about a waitress.
well, no, we're not talking money here. It has nothing to do with
Yeah, but
it's
We're
vision.
not talking
It's
money.
how many,
We're not talking money.
it's where is your vision
Yep.
for the future? And then is her vision, does it fit inside of it?
It's
or
true.
is
It's
it-
alignment.
Which
Absolutely.
Which throws me right back into what he was saying. Do women want you to drive the ship? I said yes. Women do. I do believe that most women want the man to be the captain of the ship. However, the new age issue that I see now is women do want you to helm the ship and captain the ship if it's going in the direction that they feel comfortable.
But they
going.
That's a
also want
double
you to man the
standard.
galley.
What-
They also
yep.
want you to,
What?
it's,
Well, that's fine. Somebody has to man. I have to man the galley when she's not on the
it's
ship.
all the roles
if
on
we're
the ship.
going, I think what we need to recognize, this is for us to take accountability on. I think sometimes your vision is really grand. And your vision could scare the living dog shit out of me, especially if
my visions do.
Nope.
Well, no, hold on. If your
Yes.
vision is this
Yes, you are
massive
correct.
thing, if this massive thing, and I am someone who grew up in scarcity, I grew up in poverty. I don't know. Let's just say I'm not saying anything about you, Sarah. I'm not saying that being a waitress is a low level
Oh,
thing.
I am. Fuck you, Sarah.
Okay. Okay. Well, he doesn't like you, Sarah. What I'm saying though is when you start talking about multi-million-dollar missions. As a person who has fear and who's never been to that level, I am so afraid.
They recluse.
I recluse and I want to withdraw and I start to self-sabotage because my comfort zone is here, not over there. So you're asking me to step outside my comfort zone. There's a mathematical equation to get outside to help someone navigate their comfort zone. It's support and structure and time over structure. I don't know you. So there's no structure. There's no time. We don't have any time. Sure, you have the money. I see you got millions in the bank. I see your businesses. That's the support. I see it's there, right? But I don't see the structure and how I fit into your plan. And then there's no time.
They're scared of. Most women are scared of successful men because.
I think there's.
I think that's a hard take.
No, I think
I
most
understand.
women are scared of successful men because they're intimidated by what they bring to the table, by what your expectations are in a relationship. You know, you're not asking anything really different. The expectation isn't really different, but your time allotment is different from a dude who's a trainer in a gym. Dude
It
who
can't-
is
my
a waiter.
time is the most valuable thing that I have.
And they don't
so that means
understand
you
that.
could cut that off quickly. It can provoke insecurity, though. You know,
Exactly.
well, he travels like that. I mean, what if
And then-
he can afford
but
that?
here's
He
the
can
big
afford to
thing.
bring
I
a
think the
girl.
other
Like
thing we have to
you
realize-
can lean into insecurities.
The other big thing we have to realize, and you're right. The thing we have to realize is you have a big vision. Our partners are
And a big ship.
Our partners give us.
Hey, the 2-inch
we
power
are-
tower, baby.
Oh my God!
Hit
I
the
got a little
dinghy.
dinghy.
Between
Hey,
the
if you don't
dinghy.
get us to the shore, we're definitely not going around the world in it.
We're on that pilot. We're on that pilot vessel over here, my guy.
Oh my God! But what I'm here. So here's the thing I think we've got to realize: your partner has nobody knows Trevor more than his wife does.
Very true.
Nobody
that is
knows.
100% true.
We're getting close.
Yeah.
On the inside,
is-
well, no, but on the inside and outside. So like y'all have your bro chats. We have real conversation amongst ourselves. But when Trevor's at home and him and his wife get to talking, she gets to see the other stuff, the stuff that he doesn't show us. See,
Very
Trevor
true.
presents as someone who's high functioning, motivational.
Yeah.
What we don't see is that Trevor doesn't get out of bed in the morning. His wife has to force him out of bed in the morning. We don't see that Trevor gets out of bed and then gets himself dressed. His wife has to dress him. And if she wasn't driving Trevor, Trevor wouldn't drive himself. Imagine how that would make a woman feel. If she has to be the battery to get you to go do the things. So when you say like, oh, they're afraid of what your potential could be. No, they're seeing what more they have to
Hold
do.
on a second. Though. The successful people
Don't have to worry
they
about
don't
the
need the
battery.
motivation to be pushed out of bed. They're the ones getting the fuck out of the
True.
bed. in the First
Motivation
place.
fades, discipline remains.
They're the ones kind of like,
Exactly.
yo, mule kicking her out of the bed and make sure I didn't hit
But
something
You're about to
important.
dog
what
kick
if-
that mannequin.
Oh, I just-
Yeah. But what
I
about
do
the
abuse
days?
women.
What about the days? Let's all be respectful of each other. We're not going to lie to each other, okay?
Okay.
Yeah.
Wait.
You're telling me there's never been a day.
Never. I'm
that
not telling
you
you
were-
there's never been a day, but I'm so
Just one day.
consistent.
Just one day where you're like, fuck, I don't want to do this today.
That's
Every-
not the
yeah, all the time.
that's
All
not
the
the premise of the relationship.
I know.
But
It's not-
literally
I'm not
Tuesday.
saying-
I know.
That's
But
the
my
premise.
wife sees it so, it's so rare that when she does sees it, she pours into that day for me.
It's
and I love that.
It's
You know,
never a
she does.
50-50, right? And that's a misconception. It's never a 50-50. There are going to be 75-25 days. There's going to be 25-75 days. There's
We'll be honest, there'll be 100 0 days.
There's going to be 100 0
Yeah.
days. But that's the point of a good partner. And I feel like in today's culture, everybody's like, you're not giving me 150. I'm not even going to give you 10.
I can fuck with that.
Yeah.
To go back to the point he was saying is, imagine if your wife has to do that, maybe once every month, 2 months, 3 months, or something like that. Imagine if, as you are starting to get overwhelmed up here, because we don't see the changes that ain't happening, right? We bodybuild, right? I think I'm the fat kid until somebody says, yo, bro, you are ripped.
Yeah.
So I'm like, oh, shit.
Yeah.
I'm getting kind of ripped.
Yeah.
I know you
Your
do a lot of
wife-
shit, and I'm
your
sorry
wife-
feeding into your insecurities. I think you look good.
Thank you. Your wife is the only one
Put the jacket back on.
that sees sons of bitches. Your wife is the only one that sees the real you.
100,
that raw mask off you. So you think it's just one day. Matter of fact, today I challenge you to ask your wife, hey, honey, how many days would you say you ever felt like I needed you to pour into me? And
I would love.
Be honest. Just be honest with me. How many? Like
That's a great question.
That is a phenomenal
imagine.
question.
How would you feel? And I want you to think about this for a second. Just take it in. How would you feel if she told you, honestly, Trevor, like it's almost every day?
Ooh.
And
How would you take it?
And you go, well, no, and hopefully you take that in respect, and you go, holy fuck, like, am I the one leading this shit?
Do I need to have,
Or do I need?
So why don't you
Pull
ask
my
the
head
hard
up.
questions anyway?
True.
You
we
should,
do.
but the problem is just like in this
We're afraid
moment,
of the
we
answer.
wouldn't even
We
have
are.
thought to, we
We
wouldn't even have
deflect.
thought to talk about that until just now in this moment, which is why this podcast exists, which is why these rooms need to be had, because this is a conversation you need to have.
True.
Trevor's a motivate, self-starting motherfucker. 4 businesses. I love that shit. The truth though is, how many times has she had to get him out? He said it.
Yeah.
So there are some times when I'm not running up, my wife has to pour into me. Now imagine, where's that pouring coming from, right? We're all batteries. I start my
It's
day
coming
with 100%.
from her.
The problem is Trevor doesn't have 100% when he wakes up in the morning,
but
unless he
that's-
gets a good night's sleep.
But that is the definition of a great relationship.
I
Hey,
fully
honey, I
fully
know you're
agree.
not here 100% today.
Yep.
I know it's been rough.
Okay.
Mhm.
I know you're not in it. I got your back.
Absolutely.
So let's, for the tangibles, for the group,
Yes.
for everybody, to the takeaway, because I know that we have hit a level in this conversation alone that if one man sees this who's struggling this, like, we'll call it the asking for the friend moment. How do you find that? What do you do in society right now? How do you find that? Because you're one swipe away, right? You're one Instagram.
That's your problem
away.
right there.
Wait.
Like you see what I'm saying? Like how do you
Well,
find
not
that in our
necessarily.
culture? Like, well, here's
If
the
you're
thing.
Dating
only
apps.
looking there, though.
Here's the thing.
No, not
Well,
necessarily.
apps aside, right? But like, how do you
Yeah.
find that? Because if that's what we're chasing and that's what we're looking for, like,
You
in the early 2000s,
you know you don't
the
find
90s,
it, right? You understand?
You
You
build
don't find it.
You build it.
No. It
finds you. Once you become comfortable with yourself, the universe
It
is going
finds
to
you.
provide. Yep, I agree.
It finds you.
I could fuck with. I could.
It did find me.
You-
Yeah,
you-
I said dating apps. My wife found me on Facebook. She DM'd me. She slid in my DM.
Whoa,
bro. honey.
And she's
Whoa.
hot as fuck. She's
And
like
she's
America's
hot as
Next
fuck.
Top Model, bro. I look at her Instagram profile at least
I was
3
doing
times
this.
a day.
I was doing this.
Man.
times a
I was
day.
doing this.
Like, I got-
Not
but-
this.
I got
was doing this.
Oh, I thought you were doing
No,
that.
no.
Yo.
We haven't seen receipts.
But no,
I feel you.
Your wife's gonna see that. That's gonna be the scene.
But
He's
outside-
like,
My wife's going to love it.
why the fuck is Terrence watching my Instagram
Yeah.
3 times a day? He's not. honey.
Hey,
No,
I
my wife's
swear.
going to be
Hey,
like,
what's
Terrence
her-
is watching my
What's
Instagram
her
videos.
what's her handle?
But no, to your point.
I know how to bury a body. I was getting.
Oh well, we're gonna move on from that point on that. But no, I think to go to your point, I think the truth is I think
The
you have to
universe
be
is a
intentional.
great. The universe is a great answer, right? And I love. Oh, it's gonna find you. Yeah, okay.
I
Guess
think
what?
it'll show up for you.
My
I think
man,
it'll show up for
you know what?
when you're.
I'm going to give you a piece of advice right now. You're
didn't ask.
31. I don't give
Oh,
a
I'm
shit.
not in
You're
a
on
hurry.
you're on my fucking show.
Yeah.
Ooh,
Terrence.
see? He's
Yeah.
driving the ship.
Hey,
Yeah.
hey,
And we like it.
I'll
You
let
sure
him
you
do
don't
that.
want to splatter paint this weekend?
Yeah.
I'll let
You're
him do that.
31 years old, man.
I love when you take charge.
Don't worry, baby. Yeah, get down the floor. You're 31 years old.
I got forever ahead of me. I already.
You have a long time ahead
Yeah,
of you, man.
1000%.
Don't rush into finding it now. It has to be tomorrow. You have a lot more to focus on than finding relationships. And when it's right, it's going to be right.
Oh, absolutely. And
You don't necessarily have to be going and trying to dig into something that you're trying to dig into metal. that you're not going to get anywhere.
Exactly. And that wasn't I know that I've learned that lesson. That was a good lesson, but that was for everybody out there listening, right? Everybody who comes across this podcast, everybody who comes across it, who may feel like, hey, it's not out there. Like that's the point that I was,
but
you
didn't know it until you didn't know it was blatantly clear, because guess what? I would have fallen into the first 2 dates would have been like, cool.
We trip,
it's progressing to where we think it should go,
and then it doesn't.
And then she just fucking.
I think there's a Latin phrase I've had since comm school. Facile cum se. It's Latin for act as if.
Fact check that.
I think yes, please
trademark that.
Actually, facile cum se. I think he used to say facile secum. That's how he used to say it, and I was like, no, it's facile cum se. Anyway,
what the fuck are you saying?
It's
English, motherfucker.
Anyway, I can speak Japanese.
Holy shit.
Anyway,
wait, what did you just say there?
I started learning Japanese after I went to Japan. The point is I actually have a real apple pie mitai da soto wa dorai desu kedo nakami wa soft and sweet. Doko kara start the show. Anyway,
the way that your voice gets soft when you speak
if you translate
is turning me on.
Hey, if you translate that, it's nasty. it's nasty.
You're canceled in multiple countries.
Oh, I am canceled.
You go into like a flight attendant voice.
Yeah, put it translate. Let's put that in there.
So now here's the crazy part. The crazy part is I forgot what the fuck I'm saying.
Run back the Japanese.
I'm like, oh my God, I'm getting hot. Okay, so facile cum se is act as if, right? Yeah. I think the thing that you have to do, and I love the way, the one thing I did not say you did wrong, which is why I said pay for the fucking dinner, pay for the fucking meals, because if it ain't tricking if you got it, right? If I got the fucking money, I got hundreds of thousands of dollars, me dropping $100 on a fucking date don't bother me. Bitch, I've had money. $300 ain't shit. It's a drop in the fucking bucket.
But it could be principle.
It's not about money.
It could be principle.
It's never about money.
It could be principle.
It's about the time.
But but the time he won't know until he knows. And it has to be on his time.
You have to unlock
you have to do it. Now here's the kicker. $300 for me to learn. Matter of fact, $5,000. Let's say I go give.
You got to investigate interest.
Yeah.
So.
Let's say I go give $5,000 to Marwalk. Hey, I'm in. Trevor seems like the best guy. $5,000. I'm here. Yeah. Watch this. The second I give him $5,000, I find out Trevor ain't shit. He stole my $5,000. He's been embezzling. He bought all. That's how he affords everything, because he took my money. $5,000 for me to learn that Trevor ain't shit costs me. It's $5,000. A drop in the bucket. I'll make it back.
That's what we, in the financial world, that's what we say. Scam is an acronym, right? Still confused about money. It's not an actual word. It's an acronym.
What the
fuck? It's either stays confused about money or still confused about money, depending on how you do it. Think about
still confused about money.
That's awesome.
Money.
Anytime that you feel scammed, right? What's the last thing you felt scammed on, right? Somebody did you dirty on money.
I bought red, white, and badass brew coffee.
Yeah, right.
The baddest coffee in all of San Diego County.
That's not a scam.
You just said that's the last time you feel scammed.
That was how I
just
oh my God. I just plugged your coffee. That was a plug.
He is not affiliated at any level.
When was the last time you felt scammed? That was a layup.
Yeah.
I lost money in real estate. This motherfucker said my sponsor.
When was the last time you felt scammed? Legitimately. If you think about what a scam is, right? Still confused about money. If you bought something, say you bought something and you bought something on the internet, there's a couple of sites out there where you can buy something you think it is.
Oh yeah.
You were confused about your purchase. You were confused about the details. You were confused about your order. It has nothing to do with what the transaction was. It was about the mental, you did not get what you thought you were getting out of it.
Yeah, because you go, how did this happen?
And then we become
like
victims.
A boy, I am dealing with a friend that unfortunately, is all working around in regards to repayment. And I put myself in a position like, you used to cut my hair. Like, you were my boy. Like, how did this happen, right? And I do feel still confused about it.
But you're still confused about the way the transaction went down. It has nothing to do with the money itself, right? When scams exist, it's because somebody convinces you that their value is worth more than the value is worth what you're willing to pay. And you give them the money. There's a transaction. It doesn't have to be financial. There's a transaction that happens. One party is confused about the way the transaction went down. The other party made off successfully. In dating, that is huge because we talk about it, not even on a financial transaction. I went into that situation believing that I was pursuing a relationship and a date. And was I scammed? No. But was I confused about the way it came out? Hell yeah, I left that thing going, what in the world just happened?
We're going to talk about that. We're going to talk about that date more because I want to learn more about the date. We're not going to do it not in the podcast, but we're going to do it later. I want to answer the facile cum se. The truth is if you... The way I operate is if I act as a husband, I that's just how it becomes who I am. I act as if I am a husband to my partner. Therefore, I don't have to. I'm not looking at how she's treating me. I'm just looking how I show up. That's the big thing. How am I showing up to this? Now, if you're doing things that make me go, and I guess in a way, let me retract what I just said. I am watching the way you show up. I would hope that you show up also as a wife, because if your way of showing up is, well, I'm going to act as a single girl until you show up as a really great husband and then you put a ring on it, then I'll start acting like a wife. You're not for me. We're good. But you have to establish what's good for you. Go ahead, Dustin. You got a problem with that. Go ahead.
No.
Oh.
No, that's just what you said. It was like, holy man, are they really out there like that?
Yes.
That's
because
crazy.
I don't think, and to end my talking, because I'm going to stop talking now. To end my piece, I don't think the value of you as a man, and I don't think you should ever say that to yourself again. Don't ever reaffirm that verbiage. Ever say those words out of your mouth again. I don't think the value of you as a man has been diminished or demoralized or discredited because of society. I think the value of relationships has gone down. That's what I think is different.
I agree with
to your point, I don't need you to take care of myself, so why should I show up for you?
Bingo.
So we can have a bigger ship. I don't need you to protect me. I can go get my own gun. Yeah, but you can't shoot shit.
Yeah.
I don't need you to protect me. Again, I go back to the last point. The point is, God. If you believe in God, right? The problem with our world today is we are bringing worldly things like dating into a biblical thing, into a godly thing, which is marriage. So I don't even want it. Like, there's so much complexity in there. You can't do it. Here's how the fucking shit works. It's God, husband, wife, kids. That's the hierarchy. God puts over all. Man's position is to cover over all underneath him. Who's that? The wife and the kids. Your job, and I do believe there's a degree of selfishness in this. If you are an umbrella keeping your wife protected from the rain, how the fuck are you going to do that when you got all these holes poked in your body? Right? You're too stretched thin. You got a job over here and a job over there and a job over here and a job over here and a job over here and a job over there. You can't show up for anybody below you because you got too many fucking holes. You're stretched thin. Everybody below you is wet. Patch your shit up. Go golfing every Wednesday. Patch you up. Your wife cannot protect your children if you don't look down on high and go, holy shit, my wife's not doing good. Oh my God, she's got a bunch of holes. Hey, honey, are you okay? Hey, honey, how can I help you? Hey, honey, you know what? You need to take some time off. Go take care of yourself. Hey, honey, question. How many times have you felt like you've needed to look up and fix some of my shit? Or you pour into me?
That's good.
That's the question.
I'm going to ask the question.
Huh?
I'm asking that question.
Ask the question, and then
That's a great question.
And then just be okay with the answer, because the answer
Yeah,
isn't a
sit-
judgment.
sit in the answer.
Sit in the
Yeah,
answer.
sit
If
in the
she
answer.
says, "I feel like I have to do it," like almost 50% of the time.
Don't listen to response.
And it's not a judgment. It's not a judgment thing. And you don't. And the one thing I want you to do, if you're watching and you ask your wife this question, don't internalize the answer. Don't go, well, my wife said 50%, so I'm going to go twice as hard to prove that I don't need. No, motherfucker, you're blessed. You blessed, stupid son of a bitch. You are blessed to have someone that
Pouring
sees
into
you
you that
wake up
way.
in the morning and will pour into you.
Yeah.
Respect that. Give her love, and then do me a favor. Do me a favor. Watch this. Say thank you. Because she's not doing it because you're actually lacking. She's doing it because she can look up and go, yo, my husband's got some holes. What do you do to fix your roof?
Remove the ego.
Remove the ego.
Remove the ego is one of my core values. I love that.
Yep.
No ego is big.
But we get to a place where we think we don't have value. We always have value.
Oh, yeah.
Just like my woman has value. Just because I can provide, protect, and support myself doesn't mean she doesn't have value. That support piece is the most important piece. Because again, the roof analogy. When do I know I have a leak in my roof? When I start seeing water come into the ceiling.
Yeah.
I don't know before then. But I look up and go, oh, fuck, that roof is leaking.
Man.
Thank God you have a wife that supports you in that way. She'll look up and go, let me patch that up.
Yep.
Same for, and then she
I do.
is there for the kids.
I am blessed. I am beyond blessed.
And she's so fucking hot. I'm just gonna keep running with it. That's the
Disclaimer: Trevor's
Oh
wife's
my
like the
fucking
coolest
God.
human in the world.
You guys.
No, disclaimer is legit. We had a whole podcast episode where he was like, I don't look at anybody and I don't care how hot she is. I'll never look at her.
That's not what I said.
What'd you say?
That's not what I
What'd you
said.
say?
And that's not the premise of the conversation or the podcast.
Oh, we'll come back. We'll come back to it later.
Oh my God.
All right, go ahead. But you
Commercial break.
Well, no, I don't like the value. Never mind. What am I going
The value? No.
I don't like it when that's the first thing that comes out on somebody is the looks, because that's only skin deep.
I fully agree with
I
that.
fully agree too.
You know what I mean?
I met my wife
when
online.
When you said that, I was like,
I know.
I
Full
hope
on
she
joke.
slaps you so silly.
Yeah.
You know, whether she is hot or not, which, because, you know,
Honestly, I mean-
No, I became before we even got intimate at all, because we were across the end of the world together. We were
Where's she
best
from?
friends. She's in California. When I was over in Africa and she came out to visit me.
Oh, so she's
we
American.
spoke.
For some reason, I thought she was
No. She was from
Slovakia or
California.
something.
No, she
Back-
That
flew.
was what,
Back to the
that's why you had a
monkey
problem with her
analogy.
look. Because like,
Yes,
she's from
back to
South
the-
Africa. There's no way she looked good. That's what you motherfucker. 'Cause
No, because
Wow.
he was
He went
in
straight back
South
to the monkey
Africa.
analogy.
He was in South
Oh,
You son of a bitch.
you
Hey,
son
you're
of a
canceled.
bitch.
You're canceled.
No,
bro.
I agree though, but we were best friends because we took our time difference was 12 hours. So we took time out of our day to make each other a priority for
that's cool.
6
That's great.
beautiful months.
I disagree though. I think it starts with the attraction. It's an attraction
Oh,
thing.
oh,
Yeah.
100%.
yeah, but
You have
that's,
to
I
be-
feel
Oh,
you.
that's a
You
I
whole
feel
have
other
to be
you. No, no, no.
attracted.
I-
You
brother,
have to be attracted to.
I'm not
Your
going to
lady.
see, no offense, I'm not going to see somebody I'm not attracted and go,
I want to build a life.
yeah,
with
let's
you.
just dive into that a little bit.
Hey, hold on.
It's not going to
Wait,
happen.
hold on. Would if you were walking with your wife and you saw another hot lady,
Mhm.
would you be like, ooh, and tell her like, man, look how hot she is?
I wouldn't do the audible ooh, but my wife would probably be pointing that out and be
Nope,
like, you see
nope,
that?
Nope, nope,
You.
nope. You. I don't care what she says. You.
Would I look at her and tell her that's a hot woman?
Yeah.
Depending on the context, yeah, probably.
Nope.
my boy.
How? What's the context?
I mean, we're best friends, bro. I mean, I feel like I'd be like, damn, girl. I mean, that's a booty. Do you think it's real? And she'd be like, probably not. Like
Thank you,
that's
sir.
our
I rest my case.
that's our relationship, bro.
Really?
Now, when it comes down, I wouldn't look at her and go, I would love to mow that backyard.
So-
You know what I
so
mean? Like that's different, bro.
That's what he said.
oh,
That's what I had, and the problem was
So that's what he was. That's so
I'm saying it, but that's stupid because I didn't even have it anyway. Because the truth is at
What do you
the
mean
end
you
of it, I didn't have it anyway. Because at the end of the whole thing, when it's all said and done, all the shit that I thought was our best friendness, like how close we were, that was
Okay.
all thrown back at me. Like, oh, I never liked
and
any of
that's-
that stuff.
Oh,
And that's-
I hated it.
okay,
I'm like,
yeah,
and that's
yeah.
as a man, I don't think you should ever be saying that to your woman because it develops insecurity.
but he said it's okay to think it.
It's okay to think it.
Yeah, I actually feel that.
It
you know?
doesn't have to be audible. It doesn't have to be audible. It doesn't mean you have to tell her like, oh
But
my
You do the art
God.
museum
that's it.
analogy, right? You
I
can
wonder,
look, but you
I
can't
wonder if
touch
that
kind of
juicy
deal.
fruit
Yeah.
really does gush.
That's
That's
what
I
why
know,
men-
yeah, but I think
that's why men
context
don't
matters.
open up.
Context
What?
matters.
That's why men don't open up, and that's the thing, right? That's why men
What the fuck you talking about? Why men don't open up?
not the
Because they
fat
get
booty
berated
thing,
immediately, right?
That's,
Depending, yeah, they
that's
get berated.
the best friend side of it.
Guys.
It's always used against you.
That's not opening.
It depends
up.
on the context.
is.
It depends
That's
on the context.
not opening up.
Yes, it is.
That specific case is not opening up.
That
but
is
like
not.
just in
You're
general.
depends.
creating a dynamic
If you-
that could be
if you don't-
detrimental to your
I don't
relationship.
know.
Exactly.
Because
no.
now, what if she goes? What if she's more fit than your wife? And she's like, "Whoa, wait a minute."
Well,
Or
that's the
what if she's
context.
not-
I think it depends on the context, man.
if your wife,
I
asked
think it
you and
does,
she was
brother. I
getting
think it
fat, would you
depends on
tell
the
her?
So
context.
give me an example that would be okay.
I just said,
Yeah.
right? I literally
You
was
saw
like,
this big ass, and you're
yeah,
like,
and I was
"Oh
like,
my god!"
damn, honey, you think that's real? Like, I wouldn't be like, I would want to eat that up. I'm not trying to bake a cake in it, you know what I mean? But I'm just telling you, when it comes down to the context, and you know what's going to happen if my wife ever goes,
Chicken and rice, big dog.
which doesn't happen, but if I ever cross that line with her, my wife treats it's like the backyard analogy. She doesn't keep me on a tight leash. You know what I mean? When I go out there, I can go out there. I'm potty trained. I can go in the backyard. I can come back in, come back out. She understands that to where if the mailman comes in and opens the door, I'm not going to fucking run out there. You know what I mean? And go chase down anything I want and chase
Man.
cars. She doesn't like that. But that's a security that we have. Maybe because we built that because, from being
Yeah,
worlds
yeah,
apart
yeah.
for so long.
Yeah.
Coming back into it, that's our relationship. And I reciprocate that as well with her, with men as
you-
well.
Really, you'd be okay if she just saw some jack dude, and Terrence over there, and be like, "Ooh."
And was like, damn, that dude's, why'd you got
Especially
arms
if
like
it was-
if my wife ever
especially
went
if it was
like,
Terrence.
yeah, why you got arms like that? I'd be like, honey, because you never let me work out. That's just our banter, like
Bro,
that's our banter, dude.
So we had this. We had,
Until we-
Wait, hold on. You wouldn't be like, "Oh my god,
No,
I should definitely go work out."
is she fucking him?
Nope.
No.
No.
I mean,
I trust her until she gives me a reason not to trust her.
Oh man.
I trust her until she gives me a reason not to
Agreed.
trust her.
Whole other
I can go
conversation.
out.
Oh my God.
My wife has tested me, by the way. I'll go speak in Dallas. When I went over there, we did this after party thing, and everything was closed except strip clubs. I go to strip clubs. I don't fucking go to strip clubs, but when it comes down to you going out with boys, she will never care. There was one time where she was just like, "Where were you last night?" And I told her, I was like, "I went to this bougie little stupid 18 and up strip club, right?" And she was like, "Thank you," right? She was like, "I appreciate you telling me that," because she felt insecure. She looked at my location, so I was a strip club, and she's like, "I hope he tells me about that," and I did. And that's our
you share
relationship.
location too.
Oh, of course. Yeah, we share location. She has my
Oh my
children.
God.
She has my
Trevor
children.
shares
Do
a
you know,
location
how
with
much?
me.
You know how much advice
She has
I got?
I did actually request. I
We
forgot his
are.
address. I forgot.
We share
I told you he's
location.
got a big ship. Okay. So.
Oh, hey, my boys have my location. You know
Yeah,
what's funny?
we
Really?
share
When we talk,
location.
yeah, my boys have my location.
I have like
Yeah.
I have like
Well,
60
you can't-
locations. in
No,
my
I don't-
phone.
my homeboys, my boys,
No.
my best friends have my
I
location.
don't really check
I went through a
location
phase.
ever, but I mean, she has my. I don't. What do I got to hide?
I have
Okay.
like
You know-
60 people that have my location. Like,
Do you know
it's-
how much
It's not,
advice?
it's not about hide.
Do you know how much
It's
advice
about-
I got? I love where we're at. Watch this. When we started going through our shit, the advice I got from the friends that we had that were friends of our marriage and our relationship were like, yo, man, like all this would stop if you just stopped sharing your location.
That's
or
fucking wild.
You took your text messages
No.
off. And I'm like, no, that makes me
it worse.
look more like I'm not doing anything wrong.
Yeah.
It makes me look more sneaky to do that. Like that's essentially me saying I'm doing some shit wrong. I'm not doing anything wrong. I'm not doing anything different than what we've always done. Now, what I can admit is the dynamic that we had in my marriage was the same as yours. What happened though is I think that dynamic got stretched across an entire country, and then some of the cracks kind of get exposed.
I feel you.
And there's so many different changes, right? They coming here to San Diego. In Charleston, I never used Instagram. Never fucking needed it. Didn't have it. Didn't want it. Now here in San Diego, that's the thing.
Business
You have
builder
to
for
use-
sure, yeah.
Got his builder.
Business,
Well,
yeah.
who's in real estate? All the baddie, the young bitches, all the
Especially
girls.
in Orange County,
And now
San
yep,
Diego.
Now
Yep.
you got these people who live in this other country.
Yeah.
Essentially, let's call it another country. You have these people that live in another country going, oh my God, do you see all the things he's doing? Do you see all the women he's
We're
around?
hyping
Yeah,
the
yeah.
wrong
Are
culture,
you
yeah.
okay?
It's
now
a
the
toxic pack that's going to be able to reassure that kind of stuff. I
yeah.
agree.
Oh yeah. And then I'm happy for you. I'm happy that the toxic pack who all talk about leaving their husbands and divorcing their
Yeah.
wives that ain't done it yet convinced you to leave yours and they got what they wanted.
Yeah,
Now
it's
congratulations.
so
crazy 'cause it's
or they
so
have
true.
and they're not happy.
Yeah, then they go, well, hey, we'll just share
Misery
your
loves company.
if someone ever
It does.
said, yeah, if my wife
Misery
if my
loves
wife
company.
ever says, I just need you to give me your, because I get DMs like crazy, all about business, everything, nothing about women. But the biggest thing is she ever goes, well, I want to see. Our relationship is already long gone. If she needs to be able to ask for my logins, I think our relationship has so many holes in there. She's never had to.
Yeah, of course.
So mine,
yeah.
she always had access to mine, so she always had access to the Instagrams, the DMs, all that stuff. So that was never a concern of mine. And there were some in there like, I mean, it's so funny. I got in trouble one time for a message Snapchatting a porn star one time.
Okay.
Super fucking funny. Now what we used to do
Yeah,
is every
yeah.
morning we wake up again.
That's-
Watch this. Watch
Yeah,
this.
that's it, man.
Watch this. I know. Watch this.
It's on the level though, bro.
Watch this. So every morning we'd wake up, and I tell that story.
How big was he?
I preface it that way. Oh, it was a female for sure. I preface the story because I preface it that way on purpose. I say it that way so people go, "What the fuck? Like, bro, you can't message a porn star. That's not okay."
On
Except
Snapchat.
this was a girl
On
that
Snap.
both of us used to watch in our own individual playtimes, right? So we're like, oh, the girl. And the girl had a Snapchat. And I'm like, oh, look, da-da-da-da. So every morning, my wife and I would watch her Snapchat stories. Like, oh, it would just pull up Snapchat, see the friends are doing. This is when Snapchat was big.
Yeah.
And we scroll through and she'd have a story or two. She'd like post a picture or two. And we would just laugh about it, like, ha, 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 whatever. And she'd post her stories, we keep it moving. One day I'm at work and I'm like, fuck, bro. I had a bullshit dead end job where I was like, what the fuck am I doing here? I fucking hated here. And I would fucking autopilot. I'm just scrolling on fucking Facebook while I've made my calls for the day and I'm done. And I would just scroll. And I go to Snapchat. I'm looking through stories. I'm like, oh, she didn't post today. Didn't think nothing of it. I'll tell you the way the story played out. I know what I did.
Oh, I feel you. Yeah.
But so
Yeah.
now later on, I'm at home. We're chilling. I'm playing the Xbox and bling, the Snapchat goes off. And I'm like, what the? She goes, oh, the porn star messaged you. I'm like, what? Hey, big dick player. Hey, you better watch out, baby. I got a porn star coming.
Yeah.
We pull up the thing and she goes, oh, she messaged you because she messaged me. She goes, oh, wait, you messaged her first. And I go, oh, what? Oh, fuck. You know what? I did. You know what? Yep, I did do that. Fuck yeah. Oh, damn. I was an autopilot, like a motherfucker. Hey, that's on me. My bad.
Yeah.
Guess what we argued about? Nothing.
Yeah.
Guess what we talked about for days? Nothing. Guess what we talked about for more than 5 minutes after that? Nothing.
Was it the first thing that came up when you started to see the rift though?
Did
it get thrown back at you?
It wasn't the first thing that came up,
Did
but
it get thrown
it
back
did
at
get
you?
Did it get thrown back at
oh, it
you?
did. Oh no,
That's a
almost,
great
time.
question.
almost everything I think towards the end, almost
that-
You
everything
can't,
I
yeah,
done.
you can't hold on to that kind of stuff.
Well,
You know
Oh
what
no,
I
it
mean?
was all held on.
That
to,
is
but
the
it was,
difference.
It was held on to because other people had issues with it. They're like, that wasn't okay.
Yeah.
And remember when he did that? That wasn't okay either. And I'm like,
Misery
yeah,
loves company.
nobody said it was
Misery
okay.
absolutely loves company, dude.
Oh yeah, cut him out. Yeah. Hold on. So we're gonna continue. We're gonna get you guys in again
Yeah.
because he's like, yo, we gotta wrap this
Oh.
up. This is definitely a two-parter. Let's get it done.
Damn.
Close this out.
Damn.
Yeah. Hey guys, thank you for watching. Therapy was full. Unlicensed, unhealed, and
definitely unfiltered. I know poor Dustin. He's like, bro, what the fuck? They're gonna kill us. They probably will kill us in the editing booth. So do me a favor. If you like this particular content, this will allow us to keep doing long form videos like this. Like, comment, and subscribe. And down in the comment section, who wants to give the question? What do we want them to comment?
Ooh.
No, what was the question you said?
Yeah.
That's got to be the question.
Yeah, no, the question for the men.
That's
The
gotta be
question
the
for the
question
men.
for
That
the
was
men.
great.
Hit him. Go ahead.
No, I need to hear it again.
Here we go. Okay. So here's the thing. If you're a husband, if you're a spouse, if you're a man, hell, you could ask this question of your spouse if you're a woman.
Mm-hmm.
If you are a highly successful man, you're running your business, you think you're operating on full, I want you to ask your spouse or partner
Even
this
if you're
one
not.
question.
Make sure, even if you're not.
I want you to ask your partner or spouse one question. The question of the day is, how often do you find that you have to pour into me to get me going?
That's going to be a powerful.
Period.
And don't let the ego respond.
Absolutely.
Once you've asked that question, let it go. Don't internalize, don't demonize, don't belittle yourself, don't talk shit on yourself. You're just learning to understand what your partner sees in you that maybe you don't see in yourself. And do me a favor, please don't start an argument because I don't want to be the therapy was full divorce
Well,
channel.
Terrence said that.
Terrence said.
Terrence said that you poured into me at 40%.
Terrence said the size of the ship matters.
First of all, hey, it's not the
He
size.
made fun of my dinghy.
It's not the size of the ship that matters. It's not. I'm gonna tell you three things I learned in my 40s.
We're gonna go for another
it's
45,
not-
Oh my God.
guys.
Nope.
I know.
You fucking
Listen,
open up another
listen.
can of worms.
It's not the size.
I love you,
of-
Terrence.
It's not the size of the boat. It's not the motion of the ocean. It's if the captain can stay in port long enough for all the passengers to get off. Thank you very much.
Ooh, love it. Hey, also another token for coming on. Thank you for pretty much. You get some red, white, badass brew. Take home, enjoy it.
Boom.
Take care. Thank you
That
guys.
smells so good, dude.
You know,
We will be back for sure.
yes, we gotta have you on. You
Round
guys
two,
are awesome.
baby.
Round two. We'll get
Round
some women
two.
next time. All right, y'all.
Oh,
We should do a
Peace.
pan. You seen those panels? Have you
Yes.
seen those?
Yeah, the conversation.
Oh
tonight's
my
kick.
I love
gosh.
those.
Oh my God.
Those are
What's that
so
one called?
good.
Yeah, that one.